Hello.
Hello, we got some dead pasta.
Let us know how volume is. Thank you for the Hajime.
Yeah. We got some dead pasta on our screen.
Hajime gotta get his orgasm first thing, you know? Leon killed Sayaka. Monokuma killed Junko. And Leon got executed. Mondo killed Chihiro. Then he got executed.
I appreciate the
Landlord's
recap.
Twitch live on Steam. Yep, stream. I always do. I forget how Twitch works every time. Ifumi killed Taka, then Celeste killed Hifumi. And then she got executed.
Wow, you literally predicted exactly what he said.
That brings us up to now. Thanks, Makoto. I appreciate that, even though we streamed like 2 days ago. The next morning in the dining hall, the day after Celeste's case. So now there's only 5 of us here.
Only a third of the number of people we started with. Wow, you can do math.
Yeah, I am shooketh. I would not have known that either.
Hi, Gunter. Wait.
Hi, Gunter.
Oh, Gunter. Okay. Okay, I do see Gunter's VIP. It just took a second.
Yeah.
We're good. How are you?
It's like the old man doesn't know how to go. Yes.
It is true. I am somehow more technologically knowledgeable than Rin is.
We're doing good.
And I'm the old grandma, so like, how does that follow?
I'm currently having a fight with 2 things right now. My webcam, because Rin like blinks at weird times, and I don't know where TTS is. The redeem for TTS. I literally have no fucking idea where I put that thing.
Go check in your redeems.
I have checked in my redeems.
See if you turned it off.
No, it's on. I just don't know where it's linked to.
Go to sound alerts.
I don't think it's through sound alerts. Okay.
Loneliness has become commonplace. That's true.
Draco, stop it. Stop it, child. Ted. Still. What did I see yesterday?
Mac.
Well, it's just a lot, quoting some guys. True.
It's true.
Don't understand. Sakura's the mastermind spy? Oh, I gotta log into Twitch. That really be true?
Ted.
You want me to read your stuff for you while you do that?
So I'm in sound alerts, but where do I go?
There we go. Why does Arya look angry?
You press her angry emote.
I did. I'm just trying to remember how to undo it.
She's grumpy. She's always grumpy.
She looks evil right now. There we go. I did it.
She looked like a gremlin for a second.
Makoto, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. Can't bring it up in front of the others. If I did that, it would just confuse everyone that much more. You're
Ted.
always angry inside, this is true.
Okay, in that
I'm
case,
full of rage.
let's eat till we pass out.
Huh?
What do you mean in that case?
Well, cause look how scary everyone looks. It's gotta be because y'all fighting empty stomachs, right? If you fill your belly, I'm sure you'll all cheer up. So
You
let's
know what?
eat.
That's valid. I always feel better after a good meal.
Okay.
Let's fry up some fish and donuts and eat till we can't stand up.
What?
That's like deep impact style meteor impact extinction level combination of foods.
What? Those are both breakfast time top sellers.
You good?
No, I struggled.
Still, the till we can't stand up part is a problem. After we're done, we need to go explore.
I see.
That's right. Since the class
Fish and
trial is over,
donuts?
new
That's
areas should have
weird.
opened up.
Why is it weird?
It's true.
Plus, we still have alter ego. We don't have to give in to despair just yet. Kyoko, can you stop saying that, like, right in the middle of the dining hall?
She's right. We have to plan ahead and think about the future.
You got it. Yeah. Think happy thoughts. No deathy thoughts.
You know,
Like when we're gonna get out of here, right?
we're serious.
when this is all over, I think I want to get reborn for serious. Or, I mean, reborn as someone serious.
Well,
Hey, are you okay? That sounds like something someone who's about to die would say.
Girl, I
I'm
would only
totally
hope.
okay. I'm not gonna die. Why? Because there aren't gonna be any more murders.
Huh? What makes you so sure?
According to the spirits,
I predicted it last night. Since it revealed itself to me from the ether, there's no doubt about,
Yeah, this is a point that gets brought up a lot by people who remember
Yeah.
this line, and yeah.
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah. I mean, he did say he's got like a what, 30% chance correct?
30% chance of accuracy.
Yeah.
My guy, all these death flags, though. He really is.
However,
How accurate is your fortune
Oh,
telling anyway?
he's literally
how
gonna tell
about
us.
that?
I
20
can
or
usually
30.
hit 20 or 30%
Nice.
on a good day.
That seems really low.
it's not like some.
Well, yeah,
occult
it's not like ESP or whatever. Of course I'm only going to get it right
The
sometimes.
occult is bullcrap.
I told you, my fortune telling isn't some occult thing. Look at his fucking face.
Did you hear
Looks
what
like
he
he's
said?
trying to... Yeah, the occult is bullcrap. Look at him. It looks like he's trying to poop out his first thought. Hi,
Yeah.
Esther.
Hello,
Welcome,
Oscar.
welcome.
Welcome back to Danganronpa.
so,
30% is still a failing grade, sure, but when you consider what
But
he
when you
does,
when you consider clairvoyancy
Yeah.
and fortune telling,
That's-
that's pretty damn good.
that's really high.
Fortune telling
Hello.
isn't a cult?
How are you today, Esther?
You got it all.
How
Of
you
course
be?
not. Clairvoyance is clairvoyance. Don't put it in the same category as cattle mutilation. What the fuck?
Oh, I know what he means. I know what he means. Cattle, what? He means like animal sacrifice.
so,
He's referring to the urban legend where aliens
And that
abduct
too.
cows and dissect them as part of their research.
Actually,
Oh my
Only viable
god.
because it's higher than 0.
Is
No.
this the story?
Yes, it's the story.
you guys need to
y'all-
listen to this.
Y'all need to buckle the fuck up and listen to this story.
Listen
I will
to
do
this
my-
man.
I will do my very best Yasuhiro Hagakure voice for this story because it is absolutely, like, wild. No, you're calling it an urban legend? As a matter of fact, it's true. As a matter of fact, it's happened to me. It all happened one day when I went to go get a hamburger. It was a place I'd never been before. They claimed their patties were 100% all beef. So I got a burger to go and headed home.
but
And before long,
the end is nigh.
the sky was filled with a mysterious blinding light.
Some crazy beam came out of nowhere and locked onto my hamburger. And as soon as the beam touched it, the burger started floating in midair. And then,
Bro got into the good weed last
still
night.
floating there, the entire burger started coming apart. One part of it just vanished, while the rest fell back into my hand. Do you realize what that means? It means the burger wasn't 100% beef. It must have had some pork or something mixed in.
Bro got into the good weed last night.
Something like 70% pork and 30% beef would be my guess. You can't trick me.
So I stormed back into the burger place and got up in the manager's grill. And they totally admitted it. It wasn't 100% beef. They totally mixed in ground pork with it.
How about that?
Now do you see? That is cattle mutilation. Aliens, we're just saving you from low quality meat. Gunter, are you becoming a Yasuhiro fan?
Oh my god. I kind of got lost halfway through. I can't tell if you're for the occult or against it.
You stink of stupidity.
Don't be mean.
I stink of... How dare you? He stinks of weed,
Well,
that's for sure.
you do stink though.
That's the weed.
That's the weed. Where'd you get this weed from? Why aren't you sharing it with me? Anyway, I hope your prediction turns out to be true. Sheer insanity.
Well, at the very least, I won't murder anyone.
Me either. I mean, I would never.
of course.
Me either.
Indeed.
Nor I.
That goes for me too, of course. I would never kill
Hi,
any of my
Faye!
friends.
Hi, Faye.
How are you?
How you be?
Felt like those words of encouragement were helping us come together as one. I think the reason why Yasuhiro's prediction came to him is because of the people that's left.
Yes.
Like, genuinely, what would the mastermind even do to
I'm
get
doing
these
very
people?
well. Thank you very much, Faye.
Yeah,
How about you, Rin?
I'm doing well.
Good.
After so much sacrifice and hardship, we'd finally become united. But, well,
To be honest, I wish Byakuya and Toko were here for this too.
But
they're so hard to deal with. They only think about themselves.
Also, what? Yeah, we're better off without him, I say.
That was enough to
stop it. Stop it.
Oh yeah? I've never actually played any of those types of games, but I know that some of those polls are extremely rare.
Oh, congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah. That was enough to prove. We were united for the time being, but within the bond hid weakness and fragility.
Yeah. Anyone who has to announce that they won't kill anyone is a big ol'... Is that Chihiro behind Hina?
Yes.
Or is that Hina?
No, that's Chihiro. That's Chihiro behind Hina.
Interesting. Oh! Oh,
yeah.
I know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you forget about Alter Ego?
I did forget about Alter Ego.
We began
I
our
was still thinking about Hero's fucking
I know, the
dream.
burger.
Yeah.
We began our search as soon as we'd finished our breakfast in the dining hall. Weakness correct. Fragility correct. Friendship wrong.
I don't know about that.
No, friendship is correct.
We had to find out what had happened and what was waiting for us. Wow, where did I get that from? Jesus. We had to find out what had opened up and what was waiting for us. The fact that I read that twice. Right.
Do you know who the spy is, Gunter?
Gunter should know.
I know. I'm wondering if Gunter paid attention last time.
Probably not. Too busy thinking about Hina Tibbies.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. Uh-oh. Mac, you upset Esker.
Why doesn't the...
Oh, I need to go to the Mono Mono machine first, if it will let me.
There we go. I wasn't paying attention last time. Damn. She's
Okay,
hot,
so
but not
it
the
was.
best girl in the game. Ooh.
I'll tell you, since it was pretty much revealed to us, the spy is Sakura, but she's only spying because someone she cares about is being held hostage.
Look at my reservation of Gacha Girls. It's okay, Oscar.
I like Caesar and Belle better. See, I would like those games if they weren't gacha,
Yeah,
but because they're
I would
gacha,
like them if I had money.
I can't play them.
I would like them if I had money. Is that salt?
No, I genuinely can't play gacha games. So
Yeah,
I have a mild gambling problem.
I do too. Remember when I played Danganronpa S and I spent so much money on it? I also have a mild gambling problem.
Is FTP free to play?
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah, I also have. Are you okay?
Just Draco stabbing me with his nails.
I also have a mild gambling problem. Like, it would tempt me too much. I got lucky.
In this case, it's not actually mild. It is problematic. That's why I don't gamble at all.
Yeah, same. And I have an addictive personality, which...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how gambling happens.
Yeppers peppers. Oh, look at the hair.
I want that pin so bad.
You could probably find one.
Nah.
I probably could. Oh, you got it again!
So nice, I'll get it twice.
Here's a third.
I just have a dick personality. You know what? That's fair. Yeppers peppers.
That's true.
Yeppers peppers. Oh, look at that! The Mono Mono machine handing out weed.
Damn.
I don't know why I'm all about the weed jokes today. I don't even smoke pot.
I've kicked the boy out.
No!
He keeps wanting to go in and out of the room and it's distracting me, so I have to close the door on him. It's not even 420
It's not even 420 either.
Yeah,
exactly.
that
Like
was
I don't
last
know why.
month.
I don't know why I'm all about the jokes. I don't even smoke weed. What if I just, after this one, dumped the rest of my coins
No.
in there? I gotta go by 5s?
Well, you're increasing your repeat chance.
No, the more you put in, the less chance. Is that a flashlight?
That's a flashlight.
That was a flashlight.
No, that was
just
a
like
flashlight. No. Have you seen a flashlight?
No.
It's got a mouth. What is that? What is that?
I have no idea.
What is that?
Why am I in pun jail?
Because you're being naughty.
Look, Makoto got a wedding ring for Byakuya.
Depending on what kind of ring it is, I know a few people who might like it. That deserves 100% jail. It's true. Absolutely. Put her in
No.
jail.
No, I am in jail, but I don't deserve to be here.
You deserve to be in jail.
No,
It's
I
got the
didn't
second
do it.
mouth in the front of it.
I'm being
Yeah.
framed.
Sometimes
Rin
you
is
could have
framing
2
me.
mouths. No, I'm not.
Yeah. I don't know where all my I guess I am kind of jolly today.
I need my caffeine to hit. Peppers, dingus puppers, bratty kitties will die because of stinky teddies. You
Lols.
almost had it, Ryan. You almost.
So close.
You'll get a +2 for that.
Okay, I need to find the staircase up. I found the staircase down. Now I need the staircase up.
As opposed to the staircase sideways.
Going up the stairs, going down the stairs, and going up the sideways stairs. That's the physics lab.
My god, this school's huge.
There they
There
are.
you go. That is all I can cook right now. So now we have access to the 4th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. Maybe this time we'll find some kind of clue?
I press X it out.
No, this time I have to find it. I have to find a clue. I can't be clueless anymore. What's this?
Data lab.
You say
Rattle,
data,
rattle.
I said data lab. I beat to Monkuma. Didn't know
I bet
4th floor.
Monokuma didn't know the 4th floor.
Oh.
No, Monokuma knows the 4th floor exists.
There's 5
For a
floors,
reason.
I think.
Yes, there are.
5 floors? No good. The
1,
door's
2,
locked.
3, 4, 5.
I guess okay.
Oh, sorry.
I guess I won't be getting in there. According to the nameplate, it's called the Data Center. Monokuma isn't clueless about the game he is hosting. Yep. But what's behind the door is a total mystery.
What if you just kick it? Or have Sakura kick it?
Oh! It's the music room!
Too bad Sayaka didn't get to see it.
Too bad Kaede's not in this game.
It's alright, she gets a better music room.
She also doesn't actually get to ever see her
Nope.
music room either. This is the music room.
The last horse limps to the stable once again.
It's hardly even a classroom, it's more like an actual concert hall.
Okay, what else can I... What is that? Oh, it's the camera.
Surveillance camera, I just think I'll ever get used to it. I mean, who could get used to being watched 24/7? Most people who work in government
Banana.
buildings do, Makoto.
It's a panano.
Is this a grand piano?
No, it's a panano.
It seems really old. I bet it's worth a lot of money. Of course, without someone around who can play it, it's totally useless.
I bet Byakuya can play piano. I bet he had to learn.
Nah, I actually don't think he would have had to learn, knowing his background.
You know, you haven't told me what you think yet.
He's a test tube baby. But I
Kyoko
think...
has protag armor as well because the mastermind has some play. Well, you'll see. You'll see, Gunter.
Well, she could actually die.
She can actually die, but we're not doing that ending because it's gross and it's dumb.
I just pull in gacha games because the character is either well pretty or they're literally mean. That's fair. That's totally fair.
I read that. But
Oh. About the secret room in the boys' bathroom, she says with the camera focused right on them.
She should be dead by now. She's too smart to be dead, Gunther.
Yep. And tough. She's too smart and strong. Did you read this?
yes. I said,
Okay.
I did find a secret room, but as soon as I started looking around, I was attacked.
That you know of, Gunter. That you know of.
What?
Attacked? By who? Byakuya.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
It was a joke from the first
Oh,
time, remember?
I thought somebody said Byakuya in the chat. Well, they came from behind, and I didn't have any
Exact- oh,
time
she's-
to react,
She is deceptively strong.
so I didn't see who
Gunter.
it was.
Do not count this girl out.
Just so you
She's
know,
deceptively strong.
Gunther, she has survived 3 killing games. I think 4, actually.
Yes, she had 4.
4 killing games.
Yes.
I read
Mastermind won't kill anyone directly because they want to corrupt. Exactly. Smart and tough. Where can I get one? Right here. She's right here.
My name was
Kyoko Kirigiri.
Kyoko.
But she's my wife, so you can't have.
Yep, killing games. She has survived 4 killing games.
No.
No,
Killing
no.
games.
Actual killing
The
games.
whole. Yeah.
And when I came to, the mountains of files and documents were gone.
Ted.
I'm sorry. I know how important those were.
That's fine.
So that is not
It's
right
okay.
here.
I already know.
You'll have to fight her for it.
It's okay. I already saw what I needed to in there.
But I didn't.
And I half expected the mastermind might come after you.
What?
Because
When I discovered the room, the mastermind must have seen me on the surveillance camera in the hallway. They must have seen me go into the boys' bathroom and not come out again. Still, I wanted you to go and see it. I wanted to see how the mastermind would react. Essentially, I wanted to find out if the mastermind actually knew about that room.
it would seem.
Wait, this isn't the... No, this is the first killing game. Wait,
Yes.
let me think about it.
Yes, it is. It is. No, it's not the first
No.
one. The first one happened before this. Oh, hang on. My mother-in-law's here. Hang on a second, guys.
So, I never read the... So she has a novel, Danganronpa Kirigiri, I think it's called, or something. It takes place before this game, but I don't know who the mastermind is of that. And I've never read it because it was never released in the US, so I don't really know what the story is about that. But then she survives that. She survives, spoiler alert, she survives this one. And then there's 2 more killing games that she goes through. One in the anime, and then there's an extra one that I do not recall. Oh, gross mother-in-laws. I know. Hope it is a sweet ML. Nope, she's not. Is she willing?
Okay.
No, she's not. She just has shit luck.
No. And no, yeah, she is not a sweet mother-in-law. She is actually quite a smelly one. Rin, did you die?
No, I'm right
Okay.
here. Did you not hear me
But-
speak?
No, I didn't at first, but now I do.
Wow.
But to attack you and steal everything in the room, that must mean there was some unknown clue in there that could reveal the mastermind's identity.
Then you knew I was gonna get attacked.
That doesn't matter.
You can handle that kind of thing, right? After all, you're a boy. Kyoko, please.
What does she think a boy is? Fine, I understand. Then let me ask you something else. Do you know about the note that was left there? The note that said you must not leave.
Just a second.
We shouldn't talk about that. Not here.
Kyoko stole a quick glance at the surveillance camera, but she was okay about talking everything
So-
else.
I mean, the mastermind already knows they know.
Still.
I'm looking into it.
Turned
If
her
I
ears
find
off
out
and she
anything,
heard
I'll
my
let you
last
know.
act, so I couldn't hear. I know, apparently.
Honestly, yes. I'm looking into it. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Listen to me.
Is that okay?
She made it sound like she was asking, but it was clear I wouldn't have any say in the matter.
He's such a bottom.
So then,
So now it's your turn. Let's hear your secret.
Huh? What secret?
Did you think I wouldn't notice? You're hiding something.
Am I wrong?
That's...
Honestly,
What?
I'll say my thoughts on this after. What's the matter? If you're worried about the camera, why not just write it down?
Well...
Ted,
Hey,
we're friends, so you should be able to trust me. Isn't that what you said before?
You're right that there shouldn't be any secrets between friends, but... There's nothing worse than expressing doubt about your friend when you don't have evidence for it.
Can we tell her?
Should we tell her? We have to, right?
I'm gonna tell her. Yes.
Okay. I haven't found conclusive evidence yet. If I talk about it now, it could just make things that much worse. Friends should keep secrets, but there's nothing worse than expressing doubt about you.
Wow,
Oh,
illusion of fucking choice.
the game does not want you to tell her.
gonna-
You can't.
Nope.
You can't tell her. Sorry, I can't tell you. Not yet.
Ted,
correct.
so that's your answer.
However,
But do you think that's fair? You were happy to hear what I had to say, but now you're unwilling to share?
Deceptive cyborg. Wow. I'm sorry, I really am.
that's fine. Goodbye.
She's mad.
Honestly, he should have told her. Because if anyone was going to be reasonable about it, it was her.
Yeah, but Makoto's stupid.
Yes. But he should have told her. Like, if there was anyone here that was going to be chill and reasonable about it, it was Kyoko.
I also think it probably has something to do with his luck. Outside of the game not allowing you to do it,
Gunter.
I think
Gunter.
his luck would not have would not have allowed him to do it anyway. How does she know
Gunter.
everything she has?
She's been sneaking around the school. She has been sneaking through the locked gates and accessing everything.
Should we just say what her talent is?
Yes, you know what? We should. Kyoko is the ultimate detective.
Yeah, that's why she knows a lot of what's going on, because she's the ultimate detective.
That's why she's so comfortable touching dead bodies. That's why she's so relaxed and calm all the time.
That's why she's good
That's
at
why
reading
she's
people.
smart and strong. That's why she's able to sneak through the school without being caught. She's the ultimate detective. She's an absolute badass.
While that is a spoiler, it's not such a big spoiler that it ruins the chapter, because it doesn't, in my
Exactly.
opinion. It just explains where she's
It's such a
been.
minor reveal that I actually don't know why they kept it. Well, I do know why they kept it secret for so long.
Because of who she's connected to, that's the problem.
Yeah.
With those as her parting words, Kyoko left me standing there alone. That's really the first ultimate ability, which really is ultimate at least. Yeah, that's why they
Repeat it.
I can't say why it's unknown yet, but that is
Correct.
why it's unknown. I think I made her mad.
You don't say.
Yeah.
He's so dumb.
She took that like personally.
Well, because she didn't want to reveal her secret to him at first, but he weaseled it out of her.
Of course.
So he should have done the same for
But
her.
I
you know what I mean?
But I also think that she will understand why he didn't.
Yes, she
because
does
she
eventually
is
understand why he
reasonable.
did it. But the problem is, now she trusted him, and she thinks that trust isn't reciprocated. So of course she took it personally.
Of course.
You know?
I'm not denying that it's wrong, but I feel
Mm-hmm.
like she will definitely come around faster than he would have. The nameplate on the door says Headmaster's Room. The Headmaster's Room. There must be something worthwhile in here.
Rattle,
Rattle,
rattle.
rattle.
Well, she doesn't have to share. She made a lapse of judgment. So much for a detective.
She trusted Makoto.
Huh? The door's locked. No surprise. Damn it.
Headmaster's room.
Did you look at that?
What? Yeah, I looked at the headmasters. We were
No,
literally
no,
just
no,
looking
no.
at the.
I'm talking about the office.
I can't. You can't go in there.
Yeah, we're right in the office.
Oh,
This is the office.
I would trust certain people that had proven themselves trustworthy. Yes.
Killing
You
an
don't
angel,
get
trust anyone.
anywhere. You literally don't get anywhere by not trusting anybody.
Gunther, You were here for the last episode. You saw what happens when you don't trust people. Celeste got her ass killed for that.
Yeah.
This is why you have to trust people.
You were here for every other episode. Chihiro got killed because Mondo didn't trust anybody.
Literally every person,
Sayaka got killed because
victim
she didn't trust anybody.
and murder. Well, I wouldn't say victim, but most of the murderers have been executed because of their lack of trust.
Exactly.
If you've ever watched Saw, apply that logic to this. This is literally
Exactly.
Saw. In fact, Danganronpa was inspired by Saw. But of course, there's no hint of any teachers that we normally have to be able to rely on. Hey, yo, headmaster? Damn it, why did I read that? Rip Celeste, she won't be missed. Damn. Huh?
Damn.
There's a picture on the floor. Speaking of Celeste, this picture.
Speaking of Celeste.
Notice how the pictures are always of the dead. What?
Yep.
Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka? The smiling faces of 3 people who are dead now.
Celeste is not smiling.
No, she's not, but it's not as bad.
Correct.
A classroom without metal plates over the windows. It's exactly the same. It's just like the picture with those guys. There's no way this isn't important somehow. They're smiling the way you'd expect any normal teenager to smile. It's just a normal group of high schoolers living a normal school life. I can't possibly believe they were able to smile like that in a world full of despair like this. So does that mean this picture was taken before they ever came to Hope's Peak? Which would mean everyone knew each other before they got here. Including Sayaka?
No, it's literally all because they don't trust each other, Gunter. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Celeste's only mistake was that she didn't trust anybody.
No, there's no way. Monokuma did it. It has to be fake.
It's Photoshop.
You're fake!
Monokuma popped out of nowhere and snatched the picture from my hand.
A forgery plot? What are you, a middle schooler? You think the moon landing was faked too? Come on! I wouldn't have trusted Hifumi. What I said was trust the right people.
Yeah.
Trust people who have proven to me that they are trustworthy.
Then you're saying this picture is real?
Hey,
If there was such a thing as the Nobel Truth Prize, I'd take first, second, and fourth place.
too bad.
Actually, that's probably not true.
I asked you a question. Is the picture real or not?
Oh, Makoto. You're so eager to split things in half, aren't you?
Hey,
But it's no use. It's just no use. If you try to split something that can't be split, you'll end up feeling like you're the one being split.
It's true.
The picture is real. No more, no less.
Without another word, Monokuma disappeared. Can we split Monokuma in half?
Eventually.
So the picture is real. It's real. It's really real. It's for seriously real.
Serious?
If that's true, then... If that's the case...
Makoto.
He does not know how to process this knowledge.
Makoto's flabbergasted because he made his girl mad. Flowers.
Do these flowers have a coin for everyone?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. Let's find out.
Okay, there's not really that many places you can look.
I'm gonna look at every single fucking one.
Elijah, you are 100% trusting Aoi then. Yes.
Yes. Well, yes, actually.
Oh my god. Are we serious? There's a coin for every flower? Or for every checkpoint?
I'm
Bruh.
gonna do it. Is that it? Nope, there's one that I missed. Oh, no, I didn't miss it. Okay, cool.
Okay, nice. We've got some coinage.
Anything
I
else?
think that's it.
Okay, we did this area. Any floor boners? Oh,
Wait, damn it, I
biggest floor
didn't get
boner
to
of them
read the
all.
background. One day I saw Monokuma in class.
Look at Makoto! That's so
that's
cute!
so cute.
I'm glad this floor got opened up and all, but there's like a ton of locked rooms up here. Is that
Monokuma obsessed with Makoto confirmed.
that's all he had to say. Useful as always here.
I don't even recall what he said. That's how useful it was.
There's a lot of locked rooms on this floor is literally all he said.
I wish there was a part where we got attacked as well, barely escaped death or something. Damn.
That literally just happened last chapter. We got attacked by the luchador.
Monokuma from the school. Link from the school
Store.
From the school store. I'm very kind. Gather your coins. Come play with me, or I might die of loneliness. Interesting.
Wait, were there math equations on
Yeah.
that fucking...
Yeah. Yep. Yes, indeedy.
Or was it not a killer attack, Gunter?
It was preserving game data.
Is that it? Is that all that was on this? I thought there was one more room.
Did you check everything? It's the music room. We
Wasn't
went through the
there-
music room.
There's one more room on this floor, and it's the one with the... Remember the one with the protein powder on it?
Yeah.
Oh, right there.
Inside the room, the smell of medicine was oppressive. So this is the chem lab. I hope inhaling all this stuff doesn't do permanent damage. Bro, there's not much damage it could do to you at this point.
I was gonna say.
It's a remarkably big shelf, and it's stocked with all kinds of medicine.
That's right.
Ah, listen, Makoto. Listen. Just take a deep breath and calm down and listen to me. Okay, chill out. There's all kinds of stuff we didn't have before. Vitamins, minerals, amino acids, creatine.
Okay.
And what? They even have Protozyme X.
Protein
Proteinzyme X.
Protein zyme, yeah.
But what's that?
A high-quality protein drink. It's nothing like that cheap swill in the warehouse. It's connoisseur level.
Yeah? This is amazing. It's a gold mine. Ah, my prayers have finally been answered. Time to load up on some more prayers then. A gold mine, huh? I've already taken a look at things around here. There's a lot of things to think about, but for now, I should head back to the dining hall and talk to the others.
Floor
One
boners,
wants
rise!
assets, others for her assets. It's
Oh.
true.
No floor boners.
Not long after I got to the dining hall, the others began to trickle in.
Floor boners, rise!
And after a few minutes,
Rise! So, is this everyone?
Well then.
Okay, then let's discuss what we all discovered.
yeah, good idea.
We'll start with you.
Yeah.
There was a big shelf in the chem lab on the 4th floor, and it had all kinds of chemicals and stuff.
Okay.
And there was an all-star cast of nutrient additives
I mean-
and supplements.
This is everyone that's agreed to meet up together, though. The other two refused to meet up for breakfast.
Yeah. You should at least go take a peek. I highly recommend it. Although I did see you up
Bro,
there,
I'm
so
sorry.
ignore me.
I think you and Ogre are probably the only ones interested in stuff like that.
Oh, but it's not all good stuff, though. I'm gonna ignore that remark about what you call Sakura, by the way. There was medicine and health stuff, but on top of that, there's also a bunch of different poisons. Poison?
They were all labeled very clearly, though, so it would be hard to grab one by mistake.
It's true.
Still, we'd better make sure we're careful around there.
And we probably should tell Byakuya or Toko about the poison, right? It'd be madness point if Jill
What do
dies
you
instead
mean?
of killing someone.
Well-
Damn.
Well, just in case. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Just in case. Yeah, I think you're right.
However,
It's Byakuya. It won't be long before he's discovered it for himself.
But to put something as dangerous as poison right out in the open? That's absolutely the work of the mastermind.
I found a couple rooms on the 4th floor, but they were locked. The data center and the headmaster's room.
Data center was locked. Weren't we in the data center?
No, the data center is locked.
Oh.
Bro, that's the one that, hang on, I'll type it to you.
The headmaster's room? That sounds exactly like the kind of place that we need to find clues.
How does everyone know the mastermind exists? Bro, have you been hallucinating Monokuma? Do you think Monokuma just pops in
I sent
per
it to you.
character?
Yeah.
Because plot. It's just logical. If you see a fucking robot bear, you know somebody is controlling it. If we can
Do you think it's like autonomous somehow?
Why did you say that like Hero?
Because I was just reading Hero's lines.
If we can somehow unlock the door and get inside.
But
Who cares about a stupid lock?
how about that?
It should be no problem for the... I'm not reading
World's
that.
strongest
I refuse.
missing link. Damn.
I refuse to read that. It should be no problem for the world's strongest, most beautiful woman to knock down one measly door. What was that?
What?
No, please continue. Did you say I've got the nicest butt on the block, the curviest hips in town? Is that what you said?
Wow.
Hell no, I didn't.
hey,
Then what did you say?
Chat
Because I
doesn't
know
know.
you weren't talking about tearing down the door to the headmaster's room. What?
Chat don't know.
Chat don't know.
They don't know how perfect that was. Because the bear
Chat don't
can't be in
know.
charge. He's too dumb. You calling Monokuma dumb?
Knocking down your headmaster's
That's so
door.
far from
What
reality.
kind of war on education are you trying to start here?
Your teacher had such
That's
faith in you.
my room, you know.
You repay
It
me?
is now, anyway.
Just the fact.
Are you done, Monokuma?
Just the
Are you done?
fact that Mac did that pun. I don't know if I should put chat in jail for that. I think I will put chat in jail for that.
Put Mac in a 10-second timeout.
I don't remember
David-
if it's chat jail.
David or Rin. Oh, okay.
That is
no,
chat jail.
I have a... Okay, you can do it in yours then.
But you have a thingy, right?
Yeah, I do.
Why doesn't chat ever pull up for me on your thing?
Why is my chat so... Hang on. Why is my chat so fucking small on my stream?
It's big on your stream. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no, it's on yours. It's small on yours.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I have it small because it goes on YouTube.
I actually have to...
and chat says dumb shit.
move it up. I have to move it up. It's in a bad spot.
Don't
There we
wow
go.
me. You know exactly what you did. I didn't even realize the pun until you mentioned it, Rin. I know. That's why I had to mention it. I know nothing
That's
sits
my
in
room,
your-
you know. It is now, anyway. And if you're thinking of busting it down, you seriously don't want to piss me off. Do you have any idea how much bacteria lives on a single bear claw?
If I had to witness that pun, you guys had to as well. It was not a top
No,
tier
I was
pun.
just kidding. Please don't get mad.
Damn it!
I'm not mad. You're totally mad. Why?
Why are we in jail?
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes.
This is kind of depressing.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to add a rule for this, but if you're gonna go around having these thoughts, I have no choice but to add to the school regulations.
Seriously?
Too bad.
Breaking down a locked door is prohibited. There. That's a rule now, you jerks.
I'm sure you both deserved it somehow.
No, we didn't.
No.
If anything, chat deserved it. Is he-
I didn't do a damn thing. Is he gone? Ugh. Man, I was scared for my life. I was sure he was gonna kill me.
Well,
But if he would go out of his way to make up a rule like that, There's no doubt that
Chat is
something
not
important
innocent.
must be hidden
Chat knows
in the
what they did.
headmaster's room.
Now that it's real, there's nothing we can do.
Ted.
Don't be
Kyogo's
mad.
like, oh, really?
Don't be mad.
Sakura.
Metal sheets had been attached to all the windows on the 4th floor. None of them budged an inch.
In other words,
Just like everywhere else.
Hmm.
Escape from the 4th floor seems unlikely. That was to be expected, though. Hello, Kyoko.
Kyoko?
Ted.
She's ignoring me.
so.
Hey, Makoto. Does Kyoko seem upset to you?
That's right.
She is, isn't she? She's totally mad.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Ted.
What's your deal?
I bet it's your fault, isn't it? You must have done something to her.
Ugh, this is so bad.
Hmm.
So, has everyone said what they needed to say?
I think so.
For serious.
But it looks like nobody found any clues at all, let alone a way out of here. I haven't been this depressed since my house burned to the ground. Someone do something to cheer me up.
Can I say something?
How about that?
It's because my dad was smoking in bed. Smoking weed.
No, I have nothing. That's not what I'm talking about, I have something to report. So, you guys all remember, right? You remember how I found the picture on the 3rd floor the other day?
Perhaps.
You mean the one that showed Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon all together, right?
Yeah, I remember. What about it?
Well, I found another one. Another picture almost like that one.
Another one?
This time it was a picture of Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka.
Huh?
And they were all smiling. The classroom didn't have any metal sheets covering the windows.
So the picture of Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon wasn't the only one. Now you found one that had Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka?
But
But how can that...
Conspiracy!
Monokuma must have faked it.
But if the picture is real, then everyone who was in it, there would have been some kind of hidden connection, don't you think? Some deeper truth that we just don't understand.
What?
Get me, it's a fake!
Monokuma said it was real though, and we could just say that it was a lie, but I don't think so.
So then,
Then you trust Monokuma's word over the people who have died.
Ha!
because
That's what you're saying, isn't it?
No, that's not it.
I'm shocked. You told everyone how we should believe in our friends, but you refused to do the same.
That's not... What's going on, Kyoko? Why are you getting so emotional?
Because you did a stupid thing!
Made her mad, bro. I don't understand why she's so angry.
Hey, come on.
Come on, guys, stop fighting or all your good luck is gonna float away. Anyway, Makoto, you're thinking about it too much. There's no way Monokuma didn't fake that picture.
Of course.
He's just trying to confuse us. You shouldn't listen to anything Monokuma has to say.
You might be right, but still.
Are you still so conflicted?
What?
It looks like you guys have stopped playing nice.
Yakia!
You all have the same sunken look on your faces. You were all so ugly before. You shouldn't let them sink any lower. When I look at you, it makes me think of a frog sinking into a pile of manure.
You know?
Sorry.
just a second.
Why are you apologizing?
What the heck?
Leave us alone. You're not part of this.
That's right.
That's true enough. Your problems aren't mine. We are, and always will be, completely separate. So whatever's causing your faces to turn so ugly has absolutely nothing to do with me. And if I happen to discover a vital clue, it wouldn't concern you in the slightest.
Huh? Did you really just say something useful?
hey,
Byakuya, what have you been up to?
That's fine.
I don't mind telling you. Perhaps forcing your lazy brains to get to work might do you some good.
Such ignorance.
I was in the bath. What else would you like to know? Today's lottery numbers?
He was taking a bath?
Oh my god, Makoto, you are so dumb.
Is he saying he's,
Oh, okay. Less dumb than I thought.
is he saying he's been talking to Ultra Ego? Did he tell him something?
it would seem.
Maybe we should all go take a bath. Ah, Good idea.
A
A mixed bath.
Okay.
Mixed bath.
Alter Ego really did tell him something. Wonder what it could have been.
To the bathhouse we go.
To the bath. They're all stinky.
Stinky ones, stinky ones.
Stinky.
When I got to the dressing room, the real sticky hoe was waiting for us.
Head.
Toko was sitting alone on the bench, the laptop in front of her. Toko, did you decide to come here? Did you decide to come hear what Alter Ego has to say too?
What's your problem?
I already heard it with Master. With Master.
Ah,
You don't have to keep saying it. Anyway,
So, what are you doing right now? Shut up, stop bothering me.
How about that?
Get out of the way. We have to talk to Alter Ego.
well,
No, I made Master a promise.
A promise.
promise.
Master told me to wait here, so that's what I'm doing.
huh?
What are you, his dog? If that's what Master wants, I'll do anything he asks.
Oh my god. That made me viscerally uncomfortable. You just love being mistreated.
Well, fine, if you really want me gone, by all means. Oh,
Oh god.
your turn.
Hey guys, what's going on? We'd like you to move. Sure thing. Just kneel before me and beg.
What?
First a mega masochist, now a super sadist.
You love to see it.
You'll love to see it.
Toko, seriously, I'm asking you nicely to let us use the laptop.
What? You SOB!
Didn't you hear what I said? I told you to kneel and beg.
How about that?
Come on, Makoto, give her the old 1-2 combo. 1, drop to your knees. 2, beseech.
Why are you acting like you're not part of this? I was as desperate as I felt. Finally, I did kneel down in front of her and I said, "Please, I am begging you, will you please let us use the laptop?"
Oh, I'm on fire!
Such an ultra miraculous feeling of happiness. All my pent up anger at Master for abusing me is evaporating.
Ah.
So even you realize it's abuse.
Hey,
That should be enough, right? Hurry up and let us talk to Alter Ego. Okay!
Poor Jill. Poor Toko.
Everyone, come closer. I already told Byakuya, but I was finally able to crack open all the files that were on the laptop. Sorry to have kept you all waiting.
correct.
Just what I thought.
I see.
Finally, the time has come.
Um,
I'm starting to get kind of nervous.
Felt the same way. Resting on the keyboard, my hands had started to shake.
Just a second.
Move.
The single word was like a sharpened blade. Wounded, I
Be
moved to
got
let
him.
her take over. He's such a
So
pushover.
then,
Here we go.
Kyoko began typing, the words appearing as fast as I could read them.
Can you tell us what you found out?
Sure, I analyzed the files and extracted all the useful information I could find. And one particularly important fact I discovered was that a certain plan had been put into effect here. To isolate the students of Hope's Peak Academy and to create a communal life for them. That was the stated goal of the plan. But it was meant to be more than just a normal school life. The students were intended to live out the rest of their lives here. That's...
I see.
It's exactly the situation we found ourselves in.
It's quite unthinkable, isn't it?
I don't understand the logic behind why they thought that was a good idea, but okay.
And what's more...
Bro, yes you do.
Do I? Why do I have two
Yes,
notifications?
you do. Hold on. Let me tell you.
Oh, just two tags from a different server.
I told you.
Why would you tag me? Yeah, I know, but like, when you think about it logically, it's still kind of very dumb.
I know. Anyway, go on.
And what's more, the one who came up with the plan was none other than the administrators of Hope's Peak themselves. What? Wait, hold on. Then the reason we've been imprisoned here wasn't the work of some psycho freak or criminal organization or whatever?
No way.
It was the school itself? I would argue.
In a roundabout way.
I would argue.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that?
Just a second.
I don't think Alter Ego is finished. Perhaps we should hear the rest.
It seems the reason they devised this plan was because of what happened 1 year ago. This is how they describe that event.
Oh, here comes the stupid
Yeah,
name.
here comes the stupidest fucking name for anything in the world.
They said it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. What is
I agree,
what does
Hina.
that even mean?
I agree. Yeah, what kind of name is that for some? Wow. Hero.
Yeah.
Occasional
Yeah.
bringer of, like, true facts.
We're just gonna call it the Despair War because
We're
that
gonna
is
call it
so
the
much
tragedy.
or the tragedy. I like Despair War better.
Otherwise known as the tragedy. It was apparently some sort of devastating occurrence. AKA the Despair War.
Bad shit. Bad shit.
Because of the tragedy, Hope's Peak Academy was forced to discontinue its role as school and close down.
I see.
Things are finally starting to make sense. What this means is, 1 year ago, this tragedy took place. And whatever it was, it forced Hope's Peak to shut down.
That is what Chihiro said.
From there, they decided to use the school as a kind of staging ground.
That's right.
They planned to sequester the students here, where they would live out the rest of their lives.
Thanks for reiterating what we just know.
I just heard someone knock on my door. I gotta stand up for a second.
I did hear that. That's creepy.
Oh, James is talking to somebody outside. Okay. He intercepted them.
But why would Hope's Peak administrators want to shut everyone in like that?
Hey,
And what could this tragic event have possibly been?
A war. In a flash, Kyoko had typed their questions into the computer. And the answer we got was...
Sorry, I don't know that information. I don't think it was ever on the computer. But if it was gone now. Totally useless, I'm sorry.
That was... You did the word soup that time.
I did. I did. And that's all he said.
Then, is this really the end? We got halfway through the answer and that's it?
Indeed.
It would appear so. Disappointing.
Oh, wait. There's one other thing I forgot to mention. I think it might be important. I believe it has something to do with the mastermind.
Mastermind. Kyoko's fingers moved even faster than they had so far. Did you figure out...
Did you figure out the mastermind's identity?
No, that I still don't know, but I did find a clue, I think.
Sorry, I was looking outside at whoever James is talking to, trying to see what was on their little name tag.
Wow. The one leading Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
Host Peak. Wow.
Host Peak Academy.
Host Peak.
So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. But that's just a theory. A mastermind theory.
A game theory.
According to the files,
Never mind.
the headmaster
Thanks for killing.
Is a man in his late 30s.
Oh my god, I love that. And that's just a theory. A mastermind theory. Thanks for killing.
Wow.
it seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere
They
in
can't
this
go
school
out
right
there.
now.
They can't go out there, Mac.
Just
The
going out there.
headmaster?
The headmaster is here at the school?
Ara is allergic to outside. You should know this.
Then that's
Yeah.
gotta be the mastermind. I mean,
Bro,
Monica
Yeah,
I'm Irish. I burn like a freaking lobster.
that's true.
Monica has been calling himself the headmaster, right?
perhaps.
Which makes the real headmaster that much more suspicious.
We're serious.
But if we break down the
Serious.
door to his room, we're dead, right? So what are we supposed to do?
We pick the lock.
Oh, look at her. She's blue.
She's mad.
I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Hyoko, what's going on?
Ted, I can't explain why. I just know that I have to find him.
She has to? Kyoko, what's going on with you? I'm talking crazy. When she heard about the headmaster, her reaction was almost violent. Lobsters don't
So
burn
then-
though, they steam. True.
We should see if Alter Ego has any more information.
But you eat lobsters as well. That seemed to be her attempt to regain composure, and she started typing again.
Did you learn anything else?
I'm sorry, that's everything I found. All the information on this laptop seems to be pretty old, so that's all I can do from here. I'm really sorry.
Then it really is all over.
Hey,
Wait, Alter Ego seems to have more to say.
Well, it's kind of a different topic, but I was wondering about something. I haven't seen Celeste Hifumi Artaka since yesterday.
A heavy silence fell across the room. The only sound was the flat, precise clicking of keys as Kyoko typed.
They're all dead.
What? I see. Certainly I knew that was a possibility, but it really happened. Sorry. There's no point in me getting depressed over things I can't do anything about.
anyway,
Well then, I guess that's it.
That's it. A simple phrase that held so much meaning. She began typing again.
You've done your job. Thank you.
I'm done? I guess I am, huh? Then maybe I'll take a little rest. I'm kinda tired. Goodbye, everyone. See you later.
With that, the laptop entered sleep mode.
I see.
So Alter Ego did everything he could.
indeed.
We won't have to talk to him all that much anymore.
But I feel kind of sorry for him.
But
You feel sorry? But he's just a computer program, right?
well...
No, but still, he did everything he could for us, you know?
I mean, yeah, it did, but that's what a computer program is designed to do. You don't tell a computer good job every time you shut it down, do you?
Well, no.
So you-
I could, though. But when we
Exactly.
talked to Alter Ego, I guess I just...
Good job, computer.
I didn't see it that way. I know what you mean. I feel the same way. I do,
Hey.
Mac.
Hey, come on, it's just a program. You can tell the difference between a program and a friend,
It's
right?
true, actually. Gunter has a point.
Yes, you do, Gunter.
But
It's correct.
You're rare W, Gunter.
Yeah, rare Gunter W.
But you know, what's the difference between us and the program anyway? Wow.
Huh?
Not what he said, but whatever. I started thinking about how you would differentiate
Differentiate.
a person and an AI.
Uh-oh, Makoto's writing Detroit Become Human
Just
like
the
7 years
program.
before it came out.
True. Alter Ego isn't human. I know that. It's just a program running on a computer. But at the same time, I couldn't help but think of him as our friend.
That's right!
Yeah, he's no different from us. He's still our friend.
I think maybe I understand where you're coming from. Then there's no problem calling him a friend. After all, the more friends the merrier, right?
How about that?
Check this out. Friendship has no survival
He's writing
value.
Somnium
Instead,
files too.
it gives value to survival.
So,
So anyway.
What?
Don't so anyway that. It's a totally smart and cool thing that I quoted from I don't remember where.
hey,
Anyway, there's nothing more Alter Ego there's nothing more Alter Ego can do to help us. As such, his role in this is over. Am I wrong about that?
No, but
just a second.
And frankly, I question the ease with which you decide who is and isn't your friend.
that emote did not work at all.
It did not work.
Not the Somnium files. Do you really mean that?
Wait.
The story's gotten off track, and we should go over what Alter Ego said one more time. Yeah, good idea. What was the Hope's Peak staff thinking? Why are they making us kill each other? Alter Ego said that what happened 1 year ago is what started everything.
Well,
Yeah, but he said it was the biggest, most awful, most hopeless event in human history, right?
It must have been a huge incident, whatever it was.
How much would it have killed them to give Makoto a Sprite in this moment?
I mean, what do you mean a
Like,
Sprite?
you know,
Like his
when
reaction.
there's nothing on the screen but the background, why would it have killed them to put a Makoto Sprite in?
Yeah, it would have
You
cost
know?
some money and they're cheap like that.
No more money than putting in sprites for everybody else.
I agree. But did something like that really happen a year ago?
I don't remember anything that you could describe that way. What about you guys?
I don't really watch the news, so...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, nothing comes to mind.
anyway,
The event that led to the closing of Hope's
at
Peak.
the very least.
If nothing else, it must have had some kind of connection to this school. Maybe all the students here were killed or something.
However,
That kind of catastrophe would have been all over the news. At least one of us remembered that. Ha ha.
About that.
Ha ha
Then, maybe they covered it up.
ha 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 ha.
That would explain why none of us knew that the school had been shut down.
I see.
Totally covering up something like that. I suppose it's not totally impossible. Totally.
Totally.
What's wrong with our government? The taxes pay you're the only one in this group who pays taxes, bro. Our taxes pay their salaries, so they should be handling stuff like that.
Anyway,
Maybe. But right now there's only one path open to us.
so.
We have to find the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
correct.
We have to find him and make him tell us everything.
No matter what.
As long as we can get our hands on him, I think.
Kyoko. When she said headmaster, I got that feeling again.
Well,
But even that is a problem not so easily solved.
Yeah, you're right.
So then,
Well then, our business is done here, so for now we should get out of here. Oh yeah, good idea.
Yep.
Then
Oh boy.
your turn.
Is it really that dusty? Wait, I mean,
Tagging you back in.
Yeah, no. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not guarding it. Byaku's gonna be so mad at me.
Let's avoid getting involved any further.
She
Good
said headmaster,
call.
I felt the joke coming again. No. No. But as
Hiro
we...
is really trying to step into Taka's role.
Who?
Hiro.
Hero, yeah. As we left the dressing room, someone was there waiting for us.
ba-bum, ba-bum.
My heart is pounding away. It's pounding with anger. You're not still mad about that whole breaking into the headmaster's room thing, are you? Oh, that little matter doesn't matter even a little. And I'm a little jealous of you guys joining an indecent mixed bath,
How
but
did
that
you-
doesn't matter either.
How did you
What?
read that without losing your place?
What, that little matter doesn't matter even a little?
That was a fucking tongue twister.
I'm pretty good at tongue twisters.
I'm not.
It's building. I feel it building. My head's about to boil over with rage.
Please!
Don't get so angry. Here, let me help you center your chakra. Etch this on the walls of your brain, okay? When you do something to me, I do it right back. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang.
Huh?
Fang for a fang? Be careful, he just chanted the incantation of devastation.
Huh.
No, it's just a saying.
Hmm.
Oh, I see.
But what's he talking about?
Ted.
Ding dong, bing bong.
Sakura knows what he's talking about.
But she won't say.
School announcement 10 p.m. Good night.
Good night.
So, it's nighttime.
Hey,
What does everyone want to do? Celeste was the one who suggested our nighttime rule, but she's gone now.
I think we should still avoid being out at nighttime. I know it'll make me feel better that way.
I agree.
it's true.
Very well then. In that case, time for bed. Can we pause for a sec? I have to pee.
Okay. So everyone headed back into their So everyone headed back to their rooms. I don't know why I can't read.
And Makoto went right to the bathroom to go pee. BRB.
I will also go pee, because Makoto will pee.
Triple jail. There we go. No, I didn't. It's not a big deal. Why is my jail still active? Oh, probably
Why-
because it happened twice.
Why am I in jail?
You're in double jail. You're in double jail. And I escaped the scene of the crime.
I am no longer in
There we
double
go.
jail.
Hi.
Wow,
I'm
rude.
blocking you.
I'm gonna block chat. You're blocked. You blocked chat. I can't go that high because then there's no more. There's no more raid. He's gone. Oh.
What?
There's a flying area. The jail is so big. So big.
I don't know why that tickled me.
I kept almost putting that chat in jail. You should put chat in jail. Chat deserves to be in
You
jail.
should put chat in jail. Did you look to see who? No, oh, I already read that. No, I did not.
You can't block chat. We're above you, so you're the one we block. No. It's because it's too high. I can put Rin on top of.
So everyone headed back to their rooms.
The chat.
Monokuma's parting words left me feeling anxious the rest of the night. I'm reading your lines because you're being a drama king.
I'm standing on top of the text box.
Oh, hi, Ricardo. Hey, Ronaldo. Oh,
Once
now you're in
once I was
jail.
back in my
Why
room,
are you?
I got lost in thought.
Why are you standing up? Get back down here.
I'm on the dresser. What you mean?
I refuse to leave the screen until you get back down here.
You're just
back
mad
down
because
here.
I'm free.
Get back down here, you.
No. I'm gonna go over here.
Get back down here.
I'm on the bed now.
Get back down here.
I'm going to sleep. Good night. Fine, I will join. I will join. Why am I so tiny? There we go.
Why are you so big now?
I'm not that big. There we go.
There we go. That's better. Hang on. I need to. Your little swoopies are getting in my face. There we go.
But your little hair tumors block me. Look at that. It's in my face now. You gotta move an inch.
No.
Blocked.
Wow. Wow. I'm not reading it. And we'd learned from Alter Ego that kept on what we'd learned from Alter Ego kept on spinning around in my head.
What?
The administrators of hope. Huh?
Mac quoted.
Hair tumor.
Hair tumors. Yeah,
The administrators of Hope Speak had planned all of this.
they really are sibling arguments. It's true.
They did it because it's a tragedy which had happened a year
The
before.
tragedy. The tragedy.
The tragedy. And apparently the headmaster is
What
the
was
one
that
who handled-
accent?
Ah,
That sounded Russian almost.
as whatever came out of my ass is what was presented upon you.
That's where you talk.
Yeah,
That's true.
I am an
I
asshole.
can confirm that.
that's true.
You talk out your ass. It's true.
All these mysteries make me worried.
I
You're
think you should be more worried about the fact that Kyoko is mad at you right now.
but I still have to try and unravel them bit by bit. I'm sure the road will be long and tough, but I don't have any other choice.
Oh, I wish I still had my castanets. I would do the little poetry slam. They're in a box.
Damn, you packed them up.
I did.
Monokuma Theater.
Let's talk a bit about where I was before I became a bear. At first, I was at a total loss. I just had no idea what I should become. A lady in our tech support department suggested I try being a shrimp. She was like, "Oh, the company's been trying to push for this forever. It's a really incredible offer." But as she laid out all the details, it turned out it wasn't a tiger prawn like I'd hoped, but a little popcorn shrimp. That's totally tiny. I would have been the world's smallest mascot. I like eating shrimp, but I didn't want to be one. Oh, I missed that. Whoops. Plus, someone might come along and step on me. So then the lady totally started laughing at me. She was like, "You think we can do a tiger prawn on..." I see you. You think we could do a tiger prawn on our budget? So ultimately, I decided to become a bear instead.
The secret origin story of...
You're half off my screen now. Oh my god. Where are you going?
Why can't I disappear? They won't let me. They won't let me.
Where are you going?
Nowhere.
And now you're in front of me again. Your little swoopies.
You're
There.
Your hair-
My stream now.
okay. Wow.
Get back down here.
Back. Sorry, I had the zoomies.
Hold on.
Did you forget how to rotate?
Yes, I did. Whee!
Oh, I gotta move a little bit over here because I'm getting cut off on my stream.
There we go. Yeah, you were getting cut off on my. Here, move over a little bit more. Come over here.
How's that? Is that good?
Better.
Okay.
And now you're not covering me. Why are we doing
You're at
this?
the
Why
border
are
of
we
the
like
world.
this?
That's why you can't disappear.
Why
Yeah.
are we the way that we are?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You heard me. I said what I said. Good morning. Shit happened. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing happened yet, actually. Never mind. I lied.
First things first. Shut the fuck up. I need to head to the dining hall.
Wow. Aggress. Anybody out here?
Nobody's out here. Kyoko doesn't like you
Hello?
anymore. Byakuya
okay.
is a tsundere.
We're just having a lover's Oh, there he is. Hi.
Oh, that's weird. Hello.
What are you doing here?
What do you want?
I was just about to ask you that.
Well, the breakfast meeting.
That's enough.
You honestly expect me to go?
Why not? They have eggs and bacon, bro. Oh, but as long as I'm here. I should ask Byakuya what he made the stuff. What he made of the stuff Alter Ego told us.
You really shouldn't ask that right here. Thank you, you
no,
dumbass.
I'd better not. Surveillance camera could catch us for sure.
What?
So?
Well,
Goodbye.
he's gone.
Okay, bye. Hi, Hina. If those shorts get any shorter, your ass will swallow them.
Good morning, Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning.
Hey, so, yesterday, you were kind of cool. Huh? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by cool?
Yeah.
You know, when you said Alter Ego was your friend,
So,
I was thinking the same thing. But when stuff like that happens, I never know how to say what I'm thinking.
You got it.
So I'm really glad you said it for me. So, thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, he got praise from a girl.
Yeah.
You're usually like totally normal, but when the time comes, bam!
He's
Bust
not
out your
normal,
special
honey.
power.
Cause
I mean, even before yesterday, when stuff comes up, it's like, you always do something about it.
She blushing.
Hina's Southern because she just gives a Southern vibe.
Yeah.
You know? She just gives a Southern vibe.
Even before yesterday. Are you talking about the class trials and stuff? It's a horrendous Southern, though. I mean, that stuff is just, I don't know, it just kind of took care of itself, you know?
It totally didn't. With your power and Sakura's and everyone else, I'm sure we'll all get out of here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
I am right, alright? Now that we got that fighting spirit, let's go get some grub.
She's right.
Hina is me.
Even if the road is long. If we don't keep on moving forward, we'll never reach our goal. It's okay, you can't always
I
be
got
on
a
point
pretty
with your
decent
voices.
Southern accent, but I decided to let Rin have Hina.
Yeah. It comes and goes, and it's because I don't listen to a Southern voice before we start streaming. As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw
God.
was her. What are you staring at? Morning, Dogo.
What's your problem?
But you
Yes.
think your eyes
Yes,
will
I do.
rot just by looking at me?
Yes.
Fine, then don't look at me.
I think he's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting is all. Indeed, it's been quite a while since you joined us.
Yeah, what made you change your mind?
Byakuya said he likes girls to have some meat on their bones, so... I'm gonna start eating. I'm gonna force it down my stomach. I'm gonna eat it till I drop.
Okay.
I refuse to lose.
Hina.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Well, other than that, it looks like Kyoko isn't here.
You know?
Oh, she said she'd come by later.
Later?
You know?
Yeah, after you leave.
Yeah, she's not even trying to hide it anymore.
I know I said she wanted you to show some backbone, but you didn't need to show her that much.
Just a second.
You're dirty, Makoto. Dirty. President of Dirty of Dirtlandia. You don't understand.
Just the worst.
You're the type who takes the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you? I'm telling you, it's not like that. Just shut up already, Hina.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh,
Damn.
here it comes.
You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning. Filthy? Me? Don't make me repeat myself.
Kyoko, your bisexual is showing.
I'm not filthy. It's no use denying it. We can all see how disgusting you are.
Huh?
Shut up. You and that lusty body of yours.
Look at that. Her bisexual is really showing.
It really is.
Night after night, you go to your illicit club meetings. What? What? Hey, knock it off. I can't deal with dirty stuff like that. Your midnight curricular activities. What?
Extracurricular.
Sextracurricular, there we go. Activities only put us in even more danger.
Help. Help.
She's writing a story in her head.
I'm just gonna let that sit on the screen for a couple more seconds.
Wow.
And we're done.
Please.
Stop it.
Who goes me for real, says Max.
Yeah.
Well,
You'd like me to stop, wouldn't you? Your sweaty hands gripping the big fat chalk tight.
I'm just glad I wasn't drinking when she says extracurricular. The fact that the view count went up after that, damn.
Going for all that extra credit. Your screams are like the screech of a violated blackboard. And it's amazing. Indecent ideas are coming to me from one after another.
so would you rather have your black eye on the left or right?
Sorry.
Hey, come on.
Let's leave Toko alone. She's gone a little
When does she
funny
become
from all her
full
pent up
hentai?
frustration.
It happens.
Can you mark this so I can like clip this whole section? Just mark it.
Wow. 2 minutes ago.
You know?
Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, you know?
Yeah, I know. I mean, of course, I want things to get better as soon as possible. But with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. Before anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. Sakura?
What is it?
Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you.
Now that Kyoko's dumped him, Makoto's trying to win Sakura's heart.
Are you in heat, Makoto? Don't care who they are as long as they've got the right equipment.
Just the
Watch out, Sakura. Makoto's transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister of Wild Beasts of Beastopia.
Why is this happening to me?
You know why. Can our talk wait until tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days.
Huh? Are you sick? Did you get hurt?
No, nothing serious. I've just had some minor aches and pains.
Huh? Is that from then?
Them thighs, though!
Must be because of that battle.
Ted.
But it must be pretty bad if you got to go rest. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet.
You got it.
That's true. Protein is good for all kinds of stuff.
Hey.
You guys, worship protein. You're almost like Akihiko Sanada. It's like you're god or something.
Okay.
Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it for tomorrow. She is in pain. Yeah, got it.
I'm sorry.
You know?
Well, for now, I'm gonna sniff my finger because I dipped it in my weed stash.
Bruh. I'm kinda nervous.
Weed stash, will you share? Huh? How come?
What's your
Because
problem?
I don't usually eat with other people. Ever since I was a kid, I'd eat by myself.
What the heck?
What about your family?
Yeah, I used to live with my dad, my mom, and my mom. Oh, that's right! She had the double moms.
She had triad parents, didn't she?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
You had 2 moms?
But that's just how things were.
That's like a... No, it's not.
It's not a serious issue. Although it depends on the circumstances, I guess, because if they're polyamorous and they agreed upon it, then that's fine.
Yeah,
Unless
that's
it's like her dad cheating, then that's a problem.
true. Yeah.
Just let it go. You're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. Nothing wrong with poly relationships. Exactly.
Exactly.
How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours.
Bro,
Stop saying stuff like that.
I need to eat some Cheez-Its. Hang on. My tummy started getting rumbly.
Why are you eating some cheeses and you're not sharing with me? What the hell? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and
I
eat.
thought you didn't like Cheez-Its.
I don't. But Hina would.
Exactly.
If I
That's
don't.
true.
If I don't know, Kyoko will know. I mean, if I don't, Kyoko will never show up.
Actually, no, she wouldn't like them. They're empty calories.
Fair enough. She eats donuts. That's empty calories.
True. Pretty miserable situation, man.
He giggled. He's so cute.
Someone watch Toko's mind
Awkward.
before she goes too far. Too late for that.
Yeah, way too late for that. Wait until, or actually, you'll never see it because we're not going to play it again. Never mind.
Nope. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room.
She has literal full-blown fantasy sequences in Ultra Despair Girls. It's really bad.
Yeah, about Byakuya.
hmm While, you know, being with her lesbian girlfriend.
Yeah. I'll have to wait till tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw.
I'm not surprised, Matt.
Toko low-key my favorite. As she should be,
Not
though.
surprised.
She's actually genuinely super fun. But in a
She
way,
is.
I'm kind of relieved. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and accuse her of something.
No, it doesn't. She's the nicest person in this whole freaking thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't really know that.
He does, though. I finished your free time events.
True. Just worried because they're still at high school. Ah! Yeah, they're in high school because that's the location. But they're not.
Exactly.
Spoiler, they're not technically high school students.
Yeah, technically they're not high school aged anymore.
Yeah.
Making sure nobody was standing there. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing that when I could just...
I know, right? Why are you walking around the school like a pleb?
I forgot the map
For
existed for
gore.
a second. I did for gore. Well, Hero's there.
I don't think Kyoko would hang out with you, huh?
No, she won't. She's mad at me. And I finished hers already anyway.
Sure. We could do Toko, we could do Byakuya. I don't think.
I'm gonna try Byakuya's.
Oh, I was gonna say, I don't think we've ever done Toko's.
Hi, Kyoko. I'm gonna talk to you, see what you...
Okay, so a joke about Toko's
Anyway.
mind and Jill's tongue combination is okay then. Yes.
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 I'm busy. I don't have time to waste. Okay, bye. Sorry. They were in the office, I think it said.
Yes.
What?
What's the matter? Thinking about who you might like to kill? Well, choose wisely. In this game, loss means nothing less than death.
Should I hang out with Byakuya for a while?
That's fine.
Fine. I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention. I hope you appreciate this.
I spent some time with Byakuya. And, oh, Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. Do we have a gift for him? Oh, wait, let me pull up
I think
the
so.
gift guide.
I must at this point.
Byakuya, Togami, presents.
Presents?
He likes the Hope Speak ring, I think.
He probably does, but let me, confirm.
Yeah.
He likes the coffee, the scarab brooch, golden sun, old-timey radio, crystal
I do have the
skull,
scarab brooch right here.
golden airplane.
This is...
You bastard. How did you get your hands on this? Even the collective force of the entire Togami Corporation wouldn't be enough to obtain this gem.
Naturally.
I'm going to hold on to this.
Damn. He's happy with it.
Ted.
And now he's pretending he's not.
I have a question for you.
Oh, you do you?
That's right.
Something's been bothering me for a while now, and I can't take it anymore. So to answer my question, I need you to explain what exactly your ultimate lucky student title means.
Oh, well, I don't totally get it myself, but what I do know is that I was picked at random from a pool of students.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
I hit the wrong button because I was reaching for my Cheetos. Or my Cheez-Its. So you got into Hope's Peak by blind luck. I see. Well, that answers my question.
Bro, it's literally in his title. What was the question?
How a commoner like you, with absolutely no unique talents or abilities, could get into this school. Oh, I forgot to mention boring. How a boring, untalented, utterly generic commoner got in.
Boring? Generic? Did you really have to list all that off?
Naturally.
But it's the truth.
Maybe compared to you, the ultimate affluent progeny and all, but
The ultimate rich bitch.
even I...
You seem to think it's merely an issue of title, but make no mistake. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all ultimate.
In other words,
Which is to say, I am the ultimate perfection. Feel free to begin calling me that, in fact.
He's really taking this to the extreme.
You who have nothing, I who have everything. We are living proof that not all men are created equal. You have my pity, Makoto. Life can be very cruel indeed.
Head.
And because I pity you so much, perhaps someday I'll allow you to hear my tale of glory. Consider it a blessing, a gift from me to you to allow you to bask in my glory.
Having finished his mean-spirited lecture, Byakuya left me standing there in silence. I learned one thing about Byakuya today. Anytime I talk to him, I need to prepare for extreme psychological trauma. Poor Makoto.
Cool and composed.
Did my best to keep my spirit from shattering like glass and went back to my room. Poor thing. I have plenty of time. I don't feel like just sitting here and I should go somewhere.
Where he be now? Oh,
He's in the warehouse.
okay. Well. Oh, hi.
Yeah, she would be guarding the door.
Yup. Floor boner, rise! The others have flocked together as usual, I see. But they need to be careful. Growing too close will only cloud their judgment.
Should I talk to Byakuya?
Yes, we will.
fine.
Indulge in my attention, appreciate it, pleb.
Spent time with Byakuya. Do I have a gift for Byakuya?
I believe so.
What you got?
This one?
No. Not G-Stick. It's the old-timey. Or the Golden Airplane, the Prince Shotoku's Globe, Millennium Prize Problems, the Pagan Dancer.
What does he just like?
He likes Rose Hip Tea, Royal Curry, Everlasting Bracelet, Hope's Peak Ring.
I got the royal right
Okay.
here. Fine. Take it. I hope you appreciate this.
I get the impression that he liked this, so that's
in
good.
other words,
Just to be clear, being the ultimate affluent progeny is only one of my talents. Some people think I rely on the care and protection of Togami name,
Huh? Is this a monologue or something?
but I don't rely on my family. Rather, I am my family's savior. The Togami Corporation reaches across the world, true, but I will take us to even greater heights. It's expected of me, naturally. After all, even my own family has recognized my ultimate superiority. In other words, even among the Togami family, I am the chosen among the chosen.
So much confidence.
Naturally.
And that confidence is justified, I assure you. It comes from the battles I've fought and won.
Battles?
I'm personally worth over $4 billion, separate from my Togami family assets.
How the heck did you make that much money?
In other
Sorry, buddy, you will
words,
definitely
stock
survive this
market.
game.
About that. I buy and sell shares and assets based on market trends, all within a single day.
yes.
Surely even someone as simple-minded as you has heard of this technique.
So he buys and sells stuff on the stock market, it's day trading.
Yeah,
Talking about day trading, right? And you were able to make $4 billion doing that?
That's right.
well, I first started doing it just to keep myself occupied, and before I knew it, there it was. It's really not a big deal.
I'd say it's a super big deal. Wait, but are high schoolers even allowed to buy stocks and stuff?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'm Byakuya Togami.
Monokuma is not autonomous.
Monokuma is not autonomous.
He is being controlled. Is that meant to be an explanation?
$4 billion is nothing to the Togami Corporation, but for personal use, it's not bad. So now you understand, right? I'm not merely the child of modern-day nobility.
You know, Byakuya, maybe we should start calling you the ultimate day trader.
Oh, I don't do that anymore. It was too simple, so I got bored of it pretty quickly.
Jeez, do you realize how insulting that sounds to the rest of us?
Of course, that's how I feel about anything I do. Frankly, life is too easy. It's only natural for me to do whatever I want in this world.
Man, he really is confident. We're like worlds apart. Galaxies apart.
It's Beauty and the Beast. Or Makoto's the Beauty.
Tale is old as time.
Still reeling from Byakuya's story, I went back to my room. I have opened the door to the boy. The boy
Yes,
is now
good. Let him back in.
in the room.
Ming mong, ming mong.
Ding dong, bing bong.
The boy is now in my lap.
Nighttime, blah 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 blah. Oh wait, what?
Koto is the beauty, huh? Yeah, he's the beauty. What you mean?
Uh-oh.
Oh, please gather in the gym. He
Uh-oh.
made a special announcement to ask us to come to the gym, and he sounded pretty serious about it too.
Let me finish my Cheetos and take a drink, since I have a feeling this is a big talker.
Yup. He is not the beauty.
Yes, he is. Have you seen Byakuya? He's absolutely the beauty. I mean, the beauty.
I meant Cheez-Its, not Cheetos.
Yeah, you keep calling them Cheetos. Clearly you want Cheetos.
I do, actually.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby.
But you're
Se-
straight, so you don't get an opinion.
The second boy has entered the room.
Gunter's straight, so he doesn't get an opinion.
I say beast and beast story. Eat the baby.
I will eat the baby. He's purring. He's a silly little baby. Silly little baby.
Hi, Queen.
Oh wow, are you okay? Damn. Why are Mikey's emotes not working now?
I have no idea.
That's weird.
You're the last one. Everyone else is already inside.
Aren't you gonna go in?
Ted,
However,
I have a bad feeling
Oh, your
about
sub
this.
ended. More than just a feeling, probably. Monokuma did call us all together.
Ted,
Sakura?
well then.
Makoto, if something happens to me, Hina,
Huh?
I'm sorry.
no, never mind.
So then.
I'm... Who would ever believe in someone who doesn't believe in themselves?
Sakura? Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we were all gathered at the gym, it began.
Abby. 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 Abby.
I don't trust you after the Monokuma stuff. She don't trust herself.
Well,
Okay, speak for yourself, Gunter. I trust Sakura more than anybody else here. Let's get this show on the road!
I trust Makoto with my life.
You're about to give us your next motive presentation, aren't you?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right?
Is he right?
huh?
We have to go through this again?
No, not again. I can't take it anymore.
I see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of life you really are. No! No! That's not it at all. We're not here to talk about motive.
Today.
The reason I gathered you all here today is so that I could get rid of my grudge.
Your grudge?
Why?
We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop beating around the bush. Just tell us what you're talking about. Well, Byakuya, you've already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy for me, right?
Come on.
Yeah, so what about it?
If the completely find Discord thrown into Danganronpa game, who would win?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's tough to
In other words.
tell.
Because we don't know a lot of the people in there.
And I would
Well,
say
today,
I would say half of them are aware of a killing game too, so I feel like a killing game probably wouldn't work as well.
yeah. Well, today I'd like to ask you about that spy, or tell you about that spy.
What?
Hey.
So guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Ogami!
Ted! Exclamation mark.
He said it so openly. He made it sound like it wasn't a big deal. Even though he just...
What? 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 It's not even lick.
You silly boy. Even though he just revealed a huge secret.
What did you just say? He said the spy is Sakura.
What is this?
What are you talking about?
You're a liar.
There's no way Sakura's a spy. Right, Sakura? You don't think 100%? No.
Ted.
If Arya does not kill me, I'd kill Arya. Damn.
Alright, well,
Why are you so offended when I drink from my cup, boy? It's not even leaking.
because you're
on
not
you.
petting him.
Sakura?
And I might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made sometime soon.
Good luck finding
if
the
she
bodies,
doesn't-
Hunter. Damn.
I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you.
He wants it in his cup.
Chills! Kills!
Roaster, boiler, killer, don't kill her, whatever.
I can't wait! I can't
Either way, I can't wait.
Just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understood what he'd been talking about. An eye for an eye, fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
What the heck?
So what does this mean? What? Is it true? Has Sakura really been spying on us for the mastermind?
What are you saying? There's no way. But that is what the stuffed animal said, right?
Wrong.
Well,
You're
he's wrong. There's just no way. I wouldn't
Hey.
do it. Oh, I got hair in my
Well,
mouth.
Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us. Ted,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier.
What?
That he was being serious for serious? She's been working for the mastermind? I refuse to call her
I'm
that.
sorry.
So you've been lying to us this whole time?
Huh?
It's not true. Sakura was probably being controlled. There's gotta be some reason. She didn't have the choice. She was forced into it. Yeah, I'm sure Hina's right. Mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told. Why is Toko here? Where is Jill? Because she wants to be here. Okay, bye. What? You're talking
I
like
have
you
my
know
own
that for a
menace to
fact.
deal with. He does know it for a fact. Oh,
Because I do know it for a fact. Because I saw it. Oh my god, got hair everywhere. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting. And that's where I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during their fight, I heard Sakura say, she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw all that.
Mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made your mind to betray the mastermind.
What?
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. She's a friend who we can trust without question. Is that it? Ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale?
Possible.
She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely cannot trust someone like that.
Impossible.
He's right. We just can't believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this was a double bluff, and she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants.
Sakura would never do that.
Okay then, Sakura. If you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are. Well,
I'm sorry.
sorry, I can't. Even I don't know that.
What?
You don't know. That just makes you all the more suspicious.
Please.
She's telling the truth. You have to believe her.
Don't make me repeat my.
Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her.
Come on.
Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? Ted, I was told to kill one of my friends.
It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those words.
I see.
So even now, if she'd taken aim on one of your lives, she wouldn't have even told you that she was told to do it.
Exactly.
It's so stupid.
He's being dumb.
This whole premise on their behalf is so stupid. They're playing right into Monokuma.
Like, I can, like,
I get that to a
understand.
degree.
Yeah, I understand his logic, but he's also pushing it to a...
Way too far.
Because he's bored.
Yeah.
You're wrong, I'm telling you. Sakura would never do that. You don't have to yell, we could hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice?
That's terrible.
It's because you're not listening to me.
Wait.
Please stop. You don't need to
I don't
defend me
understand
anymore.
his logic.
Yeah. There's no logic to understand, Mac. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However,
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind.
What?
I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them.
I'm sorry.
That is how I intend to take responsibility. Look deeper into it, Gunter. You're just looking at it at base level right now. Look deeper into it, dude.
Hold on, what do you mean if you both go down?
Hina.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this.
What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again,
Well,
but I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
Sakura!
I'm sorry.
Sakura turned away from us and left.
You'll
the gym.
see what I mean. You'll see what I mean, Gunter.
Yeah, this one's pretty rough.
This
And
one's
then-
really rough. There's a reason my stream title is what it is.
What's your stream title?
My least favorite chapter in Trigger Happy Havoc.
Oh, true.
Wow.
Well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed. She's delirious. She, if anyone could do it, it was her. You'll see. She's absolutely right. We should all go to bed.
No way.
Hold on, this whole thing with Sakura's...
Don't make me repeat
Over.
myself.
She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss. Yeah, that's what THH stands for.
That's terrible.
Yeah. No, Sakura is not our enemy.
Head.
Why?
Okay. Why doesn't anyone understand her?
What?
What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she really was.
What is this?
That's...
calm down.
Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
Why?
But...
Anyway,
Go to your room, cool down, and we can continue this discussion tomorrow.
Head. Poor girl. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just the worst. And being in such an awful mood, we were honestly glad the day was over.
And it was exactly what Monokuma wanted. So Byakuya and Toko and Hiro just played right into his hands.
Sakura didn't do anything from the start because she's too
Because
nice.
she was being, not just that, but she was being manipulated. Monokuma
Sakura
had her boyfriend hostage,
is the
and
spy.
Monokuma was threatening to kill him.
She's the traitor. Ted. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy. But he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend, without a doubt. But what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How?
She's not.
Welcome to theater!
Yeah, he's literally just stirring up the pot.
He
That's
has
all
to.
Monokuma's doing. As long as you're human, there will always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Yeah, that's what Makoto's wishing right now. He's wishing he had talked to her. Even a baseball player in the major leagues, even a soccer player touring Europe, even a famous singer who started her career as a backup dancer on a sketch comedy show. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, she marries some third-rate actor and retires. Jennifer Lopez?
Wow. Well, she's not retired, though.
No, but she started her career on a third-rate sketch comedy show.
Oh, fair enough.
Every human has regrets, has things they'd like to go back and change. But why are they trying to convince everyone to believe in Sakura? What does it? Because if they don't convince everyone to believe in Sakura, one of them might kill her.
It's all about unity. Makoto is
Yeah.
trying to keep his classmates unified because if
Exactly.
they divide, Monokuma wins.
And every time he makes a step toward that, Monokuma steps in and undoes everything he's doing.
Yeah.
Every human has regrets, has things they'd like to go back and change.
don't, because I'm a bear.
Cause I'm a bear.
They're trying to unify. Like, if they had unified for even 1 second, maybe they could have come up with a plan, like any kind of plan to do anything. But every time they come close to unifying, Monokuma stirs the pot and fucks with their heads.
Good.
Good morning, everyone.
I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry up and get to the dining hall.
Anybody out here?
We're hurrying to the dining hall.
I wanted to look around. Hi, Kyoko.
Kyoko, are you still mad at us? Kyoko, good morning.
Ted.
Wow, still ignoring me. Is she really that mad at me? But actually, it's not just Kyoko. Ever since Monokuma summoned us last night, the atmosphere around here has gotten really heavy. I can almost feel it looming over us, weighing us down. I mean,
They don't understand that. They don't understand that, Gunter, because they haven't had the chance to unify and talk about how they could, if they teamed up and used their brains and potentially their bodies in Sakura and Hina and Leon's cases, and Mondo, they would have had a decent chance. Because every time they try to unify, Monokuma stirs the pot, as you said, and finds a way to turn them against each other.
Well, if nothing else, I need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible.
Makoto, are you okay?
Huh? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you.
What a dullard.
Toko? Byakuya, what are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refuge here. Refuge?
Such ignorance.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool.
Masterminds, are you talking about Sakura?
Ted.
That's when I finally noticed. The only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat. He does it on purpose, absolutely.
Threat?
What is this?
What? Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair.
Unfair.
The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the mastermind upsets that balance.
That's a stupid reason.
I agree, Hina.
What did you say?
Stupid. This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey,
Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
What the heck?
True.
The only one with half a brain is fucking Kyoko Kirigiri.
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
however,
That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive for that the mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred.
in other words,
In other words, this right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap the mastermind laid for us. Why does Kyoko not reveal her experience of because she doesn't have it yet.
Yeah. She also doesn't remember the first one.
Yeah. She's got amnesia. She was forced to forget everything. Remember when she asked the mastermind what did they do to her body?
Yep.
She has forced amnesia. Because having her remember her ultimate talent and everything else about her, which hasn't been revealed yet, would have fucked with the game.
That's the in-canon explanation. The Word of God explanation is because Kodaka didn't think of it yet.
Yeah. Exactly. Knowing that, will you still stand there and argue like children?
But
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just... I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again?
If she really can beat the mastermind like she said, that'd go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot. You really ask her to do something so dangerous. What if something happens to her? Something terrible.
It wouldn't matter.
What?
If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that.
Hold on, Byakuya.
In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Get
her! Get him!
his ass!
Sorry.
What the hell?
You disgust me.
Get him, Queen!
Oh, look at Toko
You're-
freaking out.
You're a monster. To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have
Damn.
been the one to die.
What?
I should have died?
Interesting.
Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? So the mastermind actively has to nerf one person because she can defeat, I guess, Gunter. You're being purposely obtuse.
In terms of nerfing, yeah, because Kyoko actually would have blown the entire game out of the water.
Exactly. They're chosen as a class. They are literally everybody but Makoto. Well, actually, no. Even Makoto. They were all in one class together.
Mind you, the mastermind did not choose them. The
Right.
school chose them because they were students of Hope Peak Academy. The incident happened as they were in school. That's all I'm gonna
Maybe
say.
Jill should have a private meeting with Byakuya. Wow.
Ah,
You know what?
You know, I wish. I fucking wish.
Go ahead. Try it if you dare. That's how it works here, after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it? Wasn't that the second game though?
You're getting ahead. You're getting ahead of yourself. You're getting way ahead of yourself. We're not even. This is only chapter 4 of 6, dude.
Yeah. Mina, come down.
that's right.
This is exactly what the mastermind wants, and it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want.
Tired.
What's wrong? Lost your nerve?
So the mastermind was stuck with them, basically. Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mac,
yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Tired. I'm leaving.
I'll be in my room. Eat my fucking donuts. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off.
Yeah, you're getting ahead of yourself. All will be revealed by the end of the game, I promise, my friend.
You are ADHDing so hard right now. I don't know.
We're literally only in chapter 4 of 6, and everything gets revealed
in chapter 6.
In chapter 6.
That stupid cow. How dare she? She should die 1,000 deaths. No, 1,000,000.
So she was just another hysterical little girl. Hardly worth my attention.
I'm sorry, did your ego get bruised, Byakuya?
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya, and all you can do is mock them for it. What's wrong with that?
Hey.
A friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back to bite you. Hard.
I don't have time to play with you.
And I will happily elude its attempts. So, how about we, eat? Or maybe now's not a good time?
You know?
Makoto is totally the glue in this entire fucking class.
Rose talking about having a fair game while breaking every single rule, causing other people to... Yeah, that's
Basically.
that's literally what Byakuya is. He's the shit stirrer in this game.
Without a word.
Like, you know how Nagito's the shit stirrer in the second game and Kokichi's the shit stirrer in the third game? That's literally what Byakuya is in this game.
Yeah. Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms, one by one. Every killing game needs to have a troll.
Yep. Byakuya is, I would argue,
Phew.
Would you say Byakuya is more effective than Kokichi at it? I think they're about equal.
I'm gonna say yes and no. Because Byakuya is effective in a very different way than Kokichi.
Yeah, I was gonna say Byakuya is effective at skewing it in a negative way. Kokichi is effective at skewing it in a positive way.
Yeah. Actually, because every time wow, what the fuck was I gonna say? Because every time Kokichi tries to divide them, they end up coming together, which I would argue was Kokichi's real intention to begin with. So, and Byakuya just does it for like literally the fun of it.
What then?
Ed. So, what should I do today?
You're full of interesting thoughts today, aren't you, Makorno?
Makorno. It's not delivery, it's Makorno. That cannot be Kokichi. That is not how I remember Kokichi. Do you?
And you remember incorrectly,
Do you?
dude.
I was gonna say, do you even remember V3? V3 has a very special talent. It's that nobody remembers how it's actually is.
Exactly. Are you still not talking to me, ma'am?
Anyway.
Nope, she's not talking to me.
I don't think we can talk to her until we have like the heart to heart.
Yeah. Floor boners, rise!
It's certainly possible.
Sakura is dangerous, as is Hina. You never know when they might strike.
That's fine.
Yeah, I hope you appreciate this. Blah,
I don't
blah,
even
blah, blah,
remember who did we switch at the beginning. I know there was.
You're gonna have to wait another whole game to find out.
Yep. Because we still gotta play the best game in the whole franchise
Hopes
first.
Peak ring, Hopes Peak ring. You
Oh,
like
wait.
the Hopes Peak
Oh,
ring.
but he also likes the blueberry perfume.
I don't have any of that.
Oh, I thought you did.
Nope. Normally, I would expect something a little nicer, but
That's fine.
you get an F+. You pass, but barely.
That's not passing. Get the okay.
Listen, Makoto, I wanted to ask you something.
What could Byakuya possibly want to talk to me about?
Daddy's acknowledging me?
Oh, please. He is not a Toko. Sure, what's up?
You know, only a chosen few, perhaps 1% of us, are able to succeed in life.
So, in other words,
For the other 99%, oh, he's given the 1% versus the 99%
Yep.
lecture. Their dreams never come true. Some never even have a dream in the first place. Spending every waking hour toiling out to scrap together a meager living, just barely getting by.
what?
You know what, Gunter? I am 100% on you with that. I like Trigger Happy Happy, but I prefer Danganronpa 2 way more.
I just don't understand. Is there any meaning to a life like that?
Why are you asking me?
Because you're part of that 99%, of course. Why did you even feel the need to ask?
But you're the one asking me the question. So wouldn't you argue that you're the one that feels dreamless?
Up until yeah, I was actually gonna say that, but I was gonna wait until the end of the free time event. Up until now, I've never been around anyone like that, so I'm interested. So tell me, how does it feel to live a life without hope, without potential or ambition or dreams?
Because that's Byakuya's purpose. He's supposed to make sense.
But he's also supposed to not make sense.
Yeah.
He's like a paradox in that way.
Come on. I don't have ambition or dreams. I never felt that way about myself. I mean, sure, maybe I'll never be as rich as you or anything, but do you have to go around saying that to everyone? Can you only be happy by being better than others?
Your complaints are as old and tired as a third-rate pop song from any generation. And yet, those are the words of the 99%. That is how you find comfort in your tiny, cold little world.
I think it's because you feel that your world is cold and tiny.
Yes.
I'm gonna let Makoto say that.
Sorry, I can't not speak the truth. No matter how much you push and struggle, people like you will never be in a position to change the world. You could all disappear tomorrow and nothing would change. Your existence is of no consequence. That's Arden. He's a man of no consequence.
Whether that's true or not, it doesn't matter. Even if you live a totally normal, unimportant life, you can still find happiness in that. If I can live a life that I'm satisfied with, that's all that matters. If I spent all my time comparing my life to other people's, I'd never be happy. Right, Byakuya? Sure, maybe you can do that. You were guaranteed success from the day you were born, so...
What?
Hold it. From the day I was born?
Oh, testy.
You have no idea. You don't have a clue what you're talking about.
What?
What?
Those who are chosen from birth have no concept of what that truly means. I have gone to battle and emerged victorious.
Hi,
That
Ab.
is why I'm chosen. Hi, Abby!
How are you? What are you talking about?
You're spoiled, all of you, running away into a world of self-indulgence. Battle, competition, rivalry. You run away from it all. That is why the 99% walk the path that they do.
Such ignorance.
Good God, your absolute lack of understanding makes me want to weep.
After showing a surprising amount of emotion, Byakuya quickly made his exit. What the heck is into him? What the heck got into him? Amazing, how are you guys doing? We're doing good!
Pretty good!
I was acting totally normal up until then. Until I said something about being guaranteed success from the day he was born. I wonder why that set him off.
Don't worry, we'll find out as soon as this thing. Envious influence, huh?
Interesting. I couldn't stop thinking about Byakuya while I went back to my room. Damn! Was he the ultimate unlucky person who became successful despite having debuff? No.
We'll see. We'll find out.
It's a family
wait.
thing.
Just wait. Don't reveal too much. We'll find out in a second. Oh, he's in here.
He's in the warehouse again.
Might as well walk.
Because he's acting like one. He's a little baby.
He's a little baby man. All right, we're gonna look at the things in here because I think there are mana coins hiding. I'm just gonna skip it.
Nice.
No, not leave the area.
Nice.
No, okay, not that. I wanted to look at the...
I think that's everything.
Okay, let me double, triple, quadruple check. Okay, that's it.
Yep.
One per turn, but if you use more mana coins per turn on the mana machine, you get a higher chance of not getting a repeat item. Sakura and Hina. Finally, some action. Things are starting to become interesting.
What do you want?
Huh? Oh, I didn't see you standing there. I was just talking to myself. But I kind of did see you standing there. I was just trying to make myself sound cool by saying I didn't see you. Did you need something?
That's what I thought. Should I talk to Byakuya?
Oh.
Fine.
I have no idea. Fine, I don't mind allowing you to blah blah blah. Yes. Let's see.
I imagine that it's similar to yen. But, kinda not really. You got rose hip tea?
Does he like this one? Quality chinchilla cover?
Let me see. No. I mean, he does, but I think it would be funnier if you gave him the cherry blossom bouquet. If you have it. I think you have it. Yeah.
Does he like it?
He likes it. He also likes the rose in vitro.
Normally I would expect something a little nicer, but
That's fine.
you get an F+, you pass, but barely, blah blah blah. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
What?
What?
It's a proverb.
I'd say it would be something
It means
like
if you can
Bitcoin.
only
Yeah.
obtain something inferior, that's still better than longing for something better.
Yeah, I know what it means, but so what?
So, in other words,
Put another way, if all you have nearby is a loser,
Yeah,
that's
plus
better than a
doesn't
proper
pass.
assistant far away. Makoto, be my secretary,
What?
so I can fuck you over the desk. A
What?
useless commoner like you is... A useless commoner like you could never hope to earn anything more than, say, $100,000 a year. But as my secretary, you would be guaranteed an ample salary and job security for the rest of your life. And in honor of it being my birthday today, how about I multiply your already impossible expectations by, 5.5?
Fun fact, his birthday is May 5th. If we had played this on May 5th, it would have been his birthday.
That would be my answer, but it's $5.5 million, right? No.
Yeah. No,
550,000.
yeah, it's that one. Yeah. Yeah. $550,000. That's like board member money.
Like I said, I'm too gay for math.
Damn useless.
Of course, as my secretary, you wouldn't be a mere servant. At some point, I would want you to become an actual assistant, taking the lead on important projects. Assuming you produce acceptable results, you could even become a core part of the Togami Corporation. No, I won't write that. I'm not in this fandom anymore.
Aria doesn't write Danganronpa
so in
anymore.
other words,
Nope. You have no reason to refuse.
This is all so sudden. I don't get why.
But if I do ship anything from this game, it's these two plus Kyoko.
But he seems serious about it. Still, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say no.
Yes, you do have to be in a fandom to write stuff like this.
Yep. I mean, you don't write smut for fandoms you're not in, do you?
Exactly. Ted. I'm trying to give you a chance to enter the battlefield of
Shades
life
of
and
Togami.
claim victory. It's not going to happen, guys. I'm dead serious. It's not going to happen. I was in this fandom for 2.5 years. I moved on.
I'm still in it, but this isn't my main ship.
Exactly. Most commoners will never get that chance. This is literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Do you understand? This is your chance. This is your one and only chance to rise above the 99%.
so that's it.
Are you really so scared of having to fight, to compete in order to win?
It's not that I'm scared. It's that I want to succeed based on my own effort. I want to find my own battlefield. I don't want it handed to me. I want to earn it.
No.
You just write something.
I do not want to write something for it. Jeez!
Something. Damn.
Stop being pushy!
Why you want to read that so bad, Gunther?
Exactly.
I want to find something I'm willing to fight and die for. That's the only way I'll be satisfied.
Ted. Then you meant what you said earlier. That if you can live a life you're satisfied with, that's all that matters.
I see.
I'm glad to see you pass my test.
What? Your test?
Naturally.
That's right. The mere thought of someone like you as my secretary makes me physically ill.
Uh-huh. So then...
You don't understand fandom. The time and dedication it takes to write a story for something like this, especially a smut fic, is astro-frickin-nomical.
Yeah.
You would only put in time and effort for something you're invested in, which is why I'm putting the time and effort in with DBH right now.
Or originals.
Yes. My salary offer still stands, of course. It's yours if you want it. I don't need you spreading rumors that Byakuya Togami doesn't honor his word.
So he'd basically be paying me to do nothing?
It's basically him saying he likes you.
Yeah, basically. In a way, I almost regret my decision.
But I must say, I just don't understand you. You don't want to fight, and yet you don't flee from the battle either.
It's like I said. For me, happiness comes from living the life I want to live.
Easy enough to say. Now you have to
Interesting.
enforce your will till the very end. If you can do that, if you can make it to the end, I'm afraid I'll be forced to acknowledge you.
Then that's exactly what I'll do. Someday, absolutely.
I don't expect much from you, but I'll be waiting.
Wow,
He likes you.
he likes me.
Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while.
Yeah, it's not just me not wanting to write for the, like, not wanting to write it because, you know, you said it or whatever. It's because the amount of effort you put into writing a single story, even if it's like 1,000 words or even if it's like 500 words, is astronomical. Like, I put so much, ask Rin, I put so much effort into every single one of the things I write.
That's true. It's taken me a whole ass year just to write the fic that I'm currently writing.
Yeah. School announcement, nighttime, sleep.
It's nighttime.
Nighttime already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy. You know, I've been thinking, I think Makoto has a very interesting sixth sense.
Oh yeah.
We still haven't
For
settled
sure.
things with Sakura. And I don't know if it's just Makoto specific or like Protag specific. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. Although I think it's Makoto specific.
I think it's Makoto specific as well. Because writing needs motivation. Absolutely.
That is luck, I believe.
After I
It's
declined
possible too. Sorry, go on.
After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue.
Damn.
Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back to suggesting I should be a crab instead. Everything
Continuation.
becomes crab. Everything becomes crab. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back. Okay, then how about we make you extra special and you can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards? But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backward. I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line.
Is
Then
that-
she said,
I think, yeah,
No.
I think you're...
no, it's not true.
No, not true.
No, he has those instincts the whole time. Every time something's
Hatsume?
about to happen, he said, yeah, every time something's about to happen, he says he feels uneasy.
Carry
You
on.
just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey? Of course I've heard it. I know all about it, but so what? The crab beats the monkey, but it's just some legend, hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Oh my god. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? But what I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's Lightspeed world. Do your market research, lady. Which is why I chose the always popular bear image.
That's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
What was the point of that mastermind?
There was none. I think they throw in the rare ones that have the point, and then the rest don't.
Possibly.
Next killing
Is
will
that-
have to. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
Good morning.
I know that.
everyone.
You know what?
It is now 7
What?
a.m. and nighttime is
Hold
officially
on. Everyone talks shit on Sakura, calling her a big ogre and a monkey and the missing link. I bet that was what it was.
That's possible. But then who's the crab
hate
in
it.
that?
Byakuya?
No way. Byakuya's not a cancer though.
Anyway,
I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time.
He is a little crabby. That's what I mean.
I don't know who that is.
What?
It's you. It's Hina.
Huh? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall.
I think it was Hina.
In before it's Heedle. Although
Well, it
this
was someone.
has a hard shell, hurts people like pincers.
Oh, it was.
Oh,
it was
yay!
Hina.
I got it right.
Oh, Makoto, we got a big problem, man.
What's wrong?
Look.
It's definitely a metaphor. I just don't know for what. Hito's fingers shook as he pointed.
Hina! Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her.
She's not
Genocide
dead.
Jill killed Hina.
She's
Bro.
not dead, dude.
You gotta be kidding!
No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead.
No, why? What happened?
Well, Toko and Hina, all of a sudden they were yelling, and then they knocked the pepper off the table, and that led to...
That led to a sneeze.
Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire?
Totally not adorable.
Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else
My beautiful
I'll start cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long.
Okay, then let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hito, help me.
Sure thing.
Wow. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. Back to the nurse's office. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office,
He kissed her, boo-boo.
she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Yeah, it really was just a scratch.
But still, that was super close.
Oh my
If I
god.
hadn't bless you.
Thank you.
If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. You
It's
could have
really
stepped
sad
in
her
and
boobs
helped
are too big.
instead.
She did. Yeah, well, thanks 1,000 to you, sir.
Thank you.
So sarcastic. That just makes you sound a little more hostile. But man, I couldn't believe it. I was positive I was about to see someone's life come to an end. If I ever saw something like that, I'd never be able to sleep again, which would suck. I love sleep. Me too.
Me
Me too, man.
Yeah, never mind the person who actually died, right? Why do I feel like Aoi will lose it and kill someone? I wish, but she doesn't.
I wish.
Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, we just got into a fight, and I lost my temper and flew off the handle. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura.
But
At first, I tried to ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time to live your life.
Jerk buttholes.
But she wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like 12 times.
You're serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. Jerk hole.
And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack let loose, right?
sorry.
It's my own fault. But I couldn't take it anymore. Because
Because of the wonderful things he does.
she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears.
Makoto got her accent for a second there.
Stop making fun of me.
And she just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over.
Yeah. Toko and Genocide Jill switched between each other by sneezing.
Yeah, it's a DBZ reference. The door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina.
Sakura!
You're hurt. What happened?
Oh, nothing. It's no big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me, it was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault.
Damn.
To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone but hurt her. What is this? What is this?
I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch.
No forgiveness!
Unforgivable.
I can't forgive this!
Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
What?
I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this!
That's a girl, Mac. That's a girl.
Oh my
Every
God,
time
going
someone
Super Saiyan.
misgenders Sakura, we have to correct it. Yeah, Sakura is a girl. Why? Somebody save me!
Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office.
Sakura's an absolute queen.
Yeah, Sakura's
She's-
like the best character.
She's super buff.
She's the ultimate
That's
martial
why we're-
artist.
Yeah, she's the ultimate martial artist. Every time, I'm not like, I don't get pissed off when someone misgenders her, but I always correct them.
Just a second later,
What's going on?
Hey,
What's all this noise about?
Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
it would seem...
I gather that something happened.
Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line. Right here and now.
Drawing a line.
Goodbye.
Wait, Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were...
Ted.
Awkward! Kyoko?
Ted.
Are you still mad?
Ted.
Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore.
Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words...
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse anyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right?
Yeah.
To think like that,
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you,
Whoop! What?
because...
ultimately, that means you don't trust me.
No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. Sorry.
That's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted.
Huh?
Anyway,
It's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it.
Okay, thank you.
She's the most reasonable. Well, Sakura is the most reasonable one here, but Kyoko's a close second.
whew,
Oh, something else.
What is it you wanted to talk to me about?
indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there.
Where?
So,
Just come with me, and you'll find out.
I guess, but
shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going?
with her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace.
You always disappear in every case. You come back with clues no one ever saw, but we don't even know your ultimate stuff. From an insider's perspective, she is like cheating. She is cheating,
Yeah,
but
that's what makes the game interesting.
it's what makes the game interesting. And in order to win a game like this, you have to cheat.
Yeah. Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence. And in silence, I chased her. And eventually, we arrived. Dressing room? So the something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right. It has to do with alter ego.
But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Exactly. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us.
Huh?
Right.
Alter ego has asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us.
Sariko wants to ask us something?
Hello. So it's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto?
Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard.
Is 2 not enough?
Oh, it's okay. 2 should be plenty.
But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we?
Kyoko typed in the question.
What did you want to ask us?
Oh yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
It's almost like she knows that even if she survives and everyone else dies, Mastermind won't just set her free. Almost like that, huh?
What?
Look at that. That's her response to your question, Gunter. Or your comment.
Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied,
Why?
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work? I don't want that.
Wait, do they ever get an assurance that the last survivor is set to be free? I'm not saying a ding-dang word, bro.
Yeah, I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, solve the mystery of the school.
He said something like that.
That's right.
The only way I can help you is if you connect me to the school's network.
but if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the Mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
Ted.
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think that I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed.
Strong
Too
AI.
admirable. Too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right?
Yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend.
Kyoko.
To be honest, Mastermind would have found out about you ages ago. The fact that you're still hidden is a choice.
You have
The
choice to go
Mastermind didn't.
incognito? What?
True. No, that's a good point. The fact that the Mastermind doesn't know about Alter Ego means a chance that he has a chance to go incognito on the network for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
I think is what Gunter meant. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I spilled.
To be honest.
Go
Oh
on.
no.
It's on my lap.
To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the Mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network.
But
Hey,
He's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration.
No, it's not a cat.
I dropped my liquid on me. My drink on me.
You peed yourself.
No!
Pee your pants.
No.
And he says he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now.
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend.
Ted.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try. Ted.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice.
One place?
That's right.
Remember? There's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera.
A room without a surveillance camera. That's it, the secret room you told me about. You two made some things up, telling false info to poor Gunter. What did we make up?
David! I'm throwing in false leads sometimes! Because I don't want to give the answers!
Definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there.
Those are some gooner tissues.
I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. Well, Makoto was in there for the mastermind for a long time.
You know what? Wouldn't put it past the mastermind.
Exactly.
Kyoko wasn't in the first killing
However-
game. Was that not her first killing game?
Are you not? We're throwing in some false, or I'm throwing in some false leads. I don't know about Rin, but I'm throwing in some false leads to deliberately mislead Gunter so that he can't get the answers right away.
Well, the thing with Kyoko is that I don't recall the order of her killing games.
Yeah, no, she wasn't in the first one. This is her first one.
Which one is the first one? The first killing game. Is that the one with the student council?
Hang on.
That's... I don't know if I consider that the first
It is the
killing
first
game.
one. It is the first one.
No, because then how did the student council one happen? Because remember, they were not locked in the school when the student council thing happened.
You'll have to look it up later, because right now we just have to get through this part, and it's the more we're distracted from it.
Yeah, I'll have to double check that.
However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over.
You're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite it all, I still think we need to try,
Correct.
because that's our best chance of finding any new clues.
Ted.
Kyoko. In that case, did you let me carry him? There's no way you can hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you, thank you.
So then,
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay?
We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket.
It tickles.
That's cute.
Shh, you can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get you there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Would you let me marry you? I'm losing it.
Understood. Your command has been implemented.
Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers.
So there might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already.
Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room.
Secret room time, secret room time. Let's go to the secret room time.
Oh, I really can't. Alright, well, I guess I have to
Ah, so I was right.
walk. What?
The order of the killing games.
Hey,
Hey, Makoto.
why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again.
What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. And to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here.
Oh, I get it. She's acting.
Thank you?
She was so forceful. I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go.
Okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you.
Okay, first we have to find a network cable. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. There's a network cable, right? Looks like one.
Yeah,
Now we
looks
just-
like an Ethernet cord.
Yep, now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable.
All together, it took me about 5 seconds, but I'm taking much longer to explain it than it actually took me because I'm padding for time.
What?
Oh. Nice, I guess. I've no idea what just happened, but okay.
He just plugged in the laptop. And I
Yeah.
said it took 5 seconds, but he's just padding for time.
Alter Ego said,
That's right.
Yeah, it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I'll swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please just wait a little while longer.
I'm gonna
Just-
do my best.
Just hold tight and put your faith in me.
As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends.
As friends. Friends?
Friends.
Even me? An AI? Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
His name is Makorno.
Makoto.
No.
How'd it go?
Well, it went okay. Documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Kyoko.
What?
Yes,
So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point.
Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? A little too mean?
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance.
No, that's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you gonna do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen.
She called them high maintenance.
She did.
Then what should we? Just tell her you want to hold her hand. May as well, right?
Right? If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for now.
Which is why Alter Ego.
correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends.
You're right. That's our only option.
So this whole thing was Kyoko's plan to
Good.
do something about Sakura.
Yeah. We parted ways and I headed back to my room.
Ted.
I'm kind of tired. So I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of all the stress of moving. The stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all,
I took a
died.
nap.
A day-long nap.
I had completely dozed off. He died. Dead.
He died. His lingering injuries from the luchador caught up with him.
Ted.
Hang on.
Bing bong.
Ah.
Hang on.
The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Unfortunately.
Yep.
High maintenance guy
Makoto.
died.
Makoto, get out here.
Kyoko, what's going on?
Look at her face.
Indeed.
Something happened. Hina came in to see me, and she was as white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened.
Huh? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake.
She said for us to come to the rec room.
Rec room. Oh, it's a doozy. Are you ready for this, Gunter?
It's a doozy. You're not ready.
Okay,
Even
sorry.
if you say you're ready for it, you're not.
That's Hyena.
Hi, Tibby.
Koda, Kyoko. You know what's wrong. Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window in the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did...
Are we ready?
Are we
Over under.
ready?
Gunter, give us your guess.
Who's the victim this time? If Sakura died in a physical way, I would be madly surprised.
Anyone else got a guess?
Mayhaps. Mayhaps.
This is actually a great time to do a potty break, so don't change that.
Yep.
I gotta pee.
Actually, that's a good idea. I'll be right back as well.
Think about it, you guys.
Take your time and think about who might be dead.
I live.
I want to say Hiro, but I'm believing in Byakuya death cliffhanger. Everything is pointing to Sakura. There's going to be a twist. Twins staring at our souls. Welcome back.
Thank you.
The only issue with going BRB without changing the screen is that I don't know when we go BRB. So
I'm here.
Welcome back.
So in the VODs, it's kind of hard to find them.
Yeah. I forgot to put my BRB screen up because I just really had to pee.
I usually don't because it's more of a hassle trying to find it than it is to leave it staring anyway.
And
so
when I did,
we got two votes for Sakura.
and
When I
Gunter
did.
voted, and
I
Byakuya
lied.
voted,
Oh,
or
well.
Gunter voted Byakuya.
Twist theory, I don't want to say because trigger warning reasons.
I got snakes.
Nice. I wish I got a snack.
Do you?
No,
I didn't come here to talk to you.
We
I just came
have
to bring you
we
some
are
food.
18
So
plus.
come on, eat it.
So
Thank
you
you for
can
sass.
say what your twist theory is, Faye. We are 18 plus, and we are like we have a trigger warning, or I have a trigger. I think.
we used to. I don't know if we still have. Okay.
Okay, that's your theory? Okay. Keep that, we'll keep that in our minds.
Oh, hi,
Oh, hi,
Mark.
Mark.
Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting upright in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name. But she wouldn't respond. So, what do we do? What are we gonna do?
anyway,
First off, we need to get into that room.
But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
listen to me.
We're going to force our way in.
I just said.
Wrong.
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Note that, keep those words in mind. The rec room door does
doesn't
not have a lock.
Then why?
It would seem.
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair?
Chair?
In other words,
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply.
Then there's no problem if we break in.
indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way.
Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch.
Do you have it in you to do the investigation here too? That way we can just do the trial next time?
Sure.
Okay. A little bit of a long stream. We're going to do the investigation as well so that you guys can form your theories.
She's just unconscious, right? I see. Okay. Is she okay? I mean, Sakura. It's Sakura, so I'm sure.
Ted.
Kyoko didn't reply. It was only silence. Longer exposure to twin cuties.
Yeah,
Thank you, Gunther.
thank you.
Yo,
Theory
theory
crafting
crafting
stream.
stream.
You're theory crafting with a room with three in a group with 3 people who know the answers. So me, Rin, and David can all be like,
This is a very classic one, though. But that silence
Yeah, it
didn't
is.
last long. Here. I found a broom in the classroom. Use it. Who is texting me?
Makoto.
Stop texting.
You can
me.
handle this, right, Makoto?
Please.
Come on, please, hurry. Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could.
Swung with the freaking broom side hitting the window, so it took like multiple hits to break it.
I
No
don't
theories?
know
Oh,
why
you
they
read
let
the
him
wiki.
do it.
Okay, Mac. Well, then 4 people who know.
Actually, no, there is.
Because Mac knows too.
Wow! Why'd you
No.
read the wiki?
No, there's no announcement BS this time. And also, did you see what I wrote in the Completely Fine server, Gunter? He actually mentions in the I caught this when I was looking for clips this morning. He actually mentions that he only announces the body the first time it's discovered.
Yeah.
So Hifumi truly was dead the first time, but came back.
Listen, this is the thing I do. I always bum it. You know what, Mac? That's fair. I do that too.
And so, like, he only says it the first time they discover a body. And that was actually stressed for that point.
Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit.
Okay, so he did do it right.
Nice. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. But dead people do not resurrect randomly. Anyway. You're right! But you could blame Makoto's luck for that.
Exactly.
I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just...
Also video game logic.
I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could. But the moment I laid my hand on her,
It hurts. She died with a smile.
she died with a smile.
My queen!
All I felt was cold death.
My queen! I miss you already.
I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. I would imagine killer killed her with poison gas. Poison gas, you say?
Poison gas, you say.
Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And
I need my
then,
castanets.
ding dong, ding dong, the body has been discovered.
After a certain amount of time, a class trial will take place, blah 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 blah.
Nice. Apparently it's wrong since they broke the glass. Huh?
Sakura's.
Oh.
Oh, Hina.
Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
Yeah, sorry, honey, your wife is dead.
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body.
We didn't make it in time. It's happened again.
Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body.
Rest in peace to the true queen.
Yep. I wondered, was she confirming
One of the true queens.
that Sakura
Because the other
really
one's
was
right
dead?
here.
Checking for a pulse or a reaction?
Ted.
Poor Hina. Look at that face.
Yeah, she's traumatized. I have to go get him. I have to go get the others. Only David can kill.
David would
beasts
never
like
kill Sakura.
Never. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I Why? Why did this have to happen?
Helpful peek.
That's all I could say.
Hopeful peak. I noticed that just now too.
Yeah. I repeated it over and over again.
Also, why would you want to? She's the best.
I
need to examine Sakura's body.
I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse.
Corpse.
Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
I'm not calling her that.
Yes, yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see.
As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
No. Whoever killed her. It's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of you, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
What?
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation?
I don't need to investigate anything. It's because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it.
You know it? Oh.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase that much just by getting mad!
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer!
It's the Monokuma file! Yeah!
And don't get mad! Don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours! Now then, with that
Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Uh-huh!
You wanted to challenge... Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel.
I had some trouble with that.
I did.
Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
In other words,
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without getting the chance to finish things with me.
phew,
Which, thank God for that! It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well,
So I don't know what it was, who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one!
What is this?
You owe them one?
Oopsie! Before you get all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it for pissy potty.
Pissy potty.
shing!
Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right? Okay, bye.
Is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't
I hate him.
forgive you.
I hate this whole thing.
Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. Slap him again, Hina.
How could you say that now?
Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Head.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Oh, that's you.
Hina? I'm okay.
Did your voice change just now?
Apparently. Just
Did you sound like Kyoko?
just let me handle it.
Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then. Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me. You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order.
An order?
That's fine.
Fine. I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we?
Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is...
Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let anyone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate.
Nah, I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one of you who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force. You're not getting in here.
Well, it appears further discussion will be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me.
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care.
Ah.
I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway.
No, let me in.
And you, Hero? Do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request.
But
Hey,
We have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory.
Ed. Fine, I guess that's okay. And no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her.
Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution.
Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of hopeless hope. So Byakuya deliberately made Kyoko stay behind, noted. We have no choice but to just do it. Investigate! I better check the
You're thinking
Monokuma
too
file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death was estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. We got cooked without
No.
Kyoko, we can't solve shit. We got
Makoto's becoming pretty
Makoto.
capable. Makoto's becoming pretty capable.
There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
Monokuma File
Hey.
4. I think the case this time might be a challenge.
Why is that?
So,
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door.
So if the door was blocked from the inside, there was no other way in or out till we broke the window. There's like zero escape,
Wah,
right?
wah, wah, wah.
in other words,
In other words, this is a classic locked room murder.
Locked room murder? I guess you might see it's some kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our eyes like this?
hey,
Are you
don't
curious
believe
to hear
the
more about what a
code.
locked room murder entails?
Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. That simply means the killer commits his crime, then through some special method, he seals the room. This mainly involves some kind of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approach is using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations.
So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it is, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
No?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have a gap that would allow it.
Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up.
What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that.
That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
Not a locked room?
In other words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible.
Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics.
So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of the 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say.
I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. Aren't secret rooms more available than every other theory?
No. This room is pretty straightforward.
It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura,
This
if
room
nothing
at least
else.
is pretty. This room at least is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Floor boners rise.
This door is the only way in and out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered
Hang on,
with.
I thought I saw a typo. Okay, never mind, I didn't. I was looking at the or in or out. I thought out or the rec room was what it said, but I looked at the wrong or.
Wow.
The only notable change to the door is the smashed window. Which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door.
We have to investigate the body to figure it out, Gunter. Jeez, give her a break.
She's on guard
She
duty.
can't do everything for us.
In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Can't investigate the glass? Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically says she hadn't suffered any other injuries.
Status of Sakura's body.
Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Poison,
Not a
says
chance.
Gunter. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location.
Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most
I mean,
interesting,
vomiting blood
don't
is
you?
unusual for head trauma, says Mac. No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood all absolutely has to be connected to why she died. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Oh, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. Made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
Cause, I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've all lost their flavor.
Oh, honey.
You know.
You're thinking too narrow, Gunter.
Damn girl, the whole box? Of course. She
That's
eats her
all I'm gonna
feelings.
say. That's all I'm gonna say, Gunter, is you're thinking way too narrow.
There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is
I can't tell you
red,
that.
And these are the top
I
and
told you
bottom
that's all I'm gonna
sections
say.
of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle.
Glass shards on the floor.
There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. That's a Monokuma figure.
Monofumi?
No, I was gonna say Monokuma file.
Sorry, I was taking a drink.
There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. Figure, basically. What I'm wondering is how'd they get those figures inside the bottles?
It's like a ship in a bottle, you dingus.
So...
Oh, it's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Okay, Kyoko, we're on the same page.
Huh?
You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that?
Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will.
I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right?
I really like the investigation music. I can't explain why.
It's nice. Shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that.
Maybe I'll find that file and make it one of my background musics.
So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon.
I mean, it's a perfect loop. You know?
Yeah. Huh? The locker's open. And there on the inside. Is that a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here?
Looks like someone...
It looks like someone... Oh.
It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
You don't say!
It would really help if Makoto had sprites here so that when it was his line, he popped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they bring that up in Game 2, I think. Maybe.
And it looks quite fresh, too.
Or Game 3.
I'd say someone was hiding in the locker and they left behind a little something extra.
So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? During all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right?
Oh yeah, the door was already open. Oh.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
Yeah, so then... What does the handprint mean? It means somebody was in the locker, you dingus! You gotta investigate the blood.
I know.
And the stain.
I was just making sure I hadn't... And I also have to talk to each person.
That same shelf full of magazines.
Magazines.
There's all different kinds of magazines.
Did Makoto come from the same place Hina did?
Maybe. She's looking a little 2D. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine
There's a bloodstain
shelf.
on the carpet.
Must have come from Sakura, right? That doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died?
Magazine shelf bloodstain. But there's something about the magazines. Nope, I guess not.
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Byakuya Toko Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Hey, Ed. And let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually, she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She says she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file says she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this would never have happened.
Poor Hina. That's a distraught face right
That's
there.
so sad. Hina.
Also, you couldn't have stopped her by force, honey. I'm sorry.
It's impossible to not to have regrets, I know.
Although Sakura never would have hurt her.
No.
Actually, yeah, she's the only one that probably could have stopped Sakura by force because Sakura never would have hurt her.
Yeah. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, Aoi needs hugs, she does.
She do.
She asked them to come
She
to the
would never,
Rec Room at
Gunter.
noon. At the same time and place, she ended up dying.
She would never.
Might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
We'll talk to Kyoko too.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed,
Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
and she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand?
They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me.
There's something I'd like to ask you about.
Make it quick.
Is it true Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room?
So you found out. Interesting.
Then it's true.
You didn't hear me and frickin' Hina talking about it? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster?
So you didn't go see her.
Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight.
Okay, thanks. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So,
It looks like a protein drink and it's empty.
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. Reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange.
What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. Oh,
Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
this game would have benefited from a Makoto sprite.
correct.
Just learn to read!
But they aren't just... They weren't... I don't like to interrupt the flow of the conversation, you know? But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it.
Why does that matter?
Oh my... Does it hurt to be so dumb, Makoto?
Not really.
So,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on.
An important clue. I'm not sure I see how. Empty protein drink added to the truth bullets.
Did you find out?
The store is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountain. We saw this.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Okay. Oh, what did you find out?
Chair was shoved against the doorknob, so we couldn't open the door. Only Joe can execute something this precise.
You're still thinking too narrow.
There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. I love that emote. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there's no evidence that the door or the chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not the outside.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation?
I know something I'm not sure I should write. It is a spoiler if it is true.
I see.
If you don't know for sure, it's just a theory. And if you looked it up, you should admit it, because if you think it's a spoiler, then maybe you looked it up.
I think so, for the most part.
I'm just giving you shit, Gunter. You should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place.
No, I just remember it exists. I see. She decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue.
She observed Byakuya and she saw how you like to be pushed around.
Wow.
But she's right. I do have to go talk to others. He is a little bit of a masochist if you think about it.
Yup.
Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms.
Didn't even bother to investigate.
I pressed the doorbell.
Ding dong.
And after a few seconds...
Oh, she's back.
Who's there?
the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Jesus Christ!
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
Slithered.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Then broaden your mind. Think outside the box, Gunter.
I'm narrower than crevices inside a cave.
Broaden your mind.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Kenny Kanata used all my brain power in previous trial, was right 95% till I scrapped the idea, so I have nothing left now.
I'm
Tiny
trying to
brain.
lead you, but you're not following.
Tiny brain.
I pressed the doorbell, and after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? I'm trying to lead you to water.
You just
That is
say
the
I'm narrow.
answer of this case. I'm calling you a horse now. Hans. Sakura told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too.
What? When did Sakura tell you that?
Oh, well, when she
Oh
asked
my
me to meet
God.
with her, of course.
That emote threw me way off.
We need one of those emotes.
We
like one of
do.
the chain together ones.
But didn't she write you a note?
Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing.
I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious.
Sussy little sussy.
So then you went and met with Sakura.
You got it.
No way! I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw her was when Hina got hurt and I took her into the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then.
While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you?
Do I still have it? Let's see.
Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore.
With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something that had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh?
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again. And shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
Trash.
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Sakura asked me to meet with her, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me.
Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said it was just trash, but just a bit of trash. There's no way that was
Just
all
a bit
to
of
it.
trash. Pocket trash.
Pocket
Jail
trash.
Gribble.
Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? To the chem lab.
Actually, we'll have to look at the actual crime scene again first.
Why? Maybe I can find more.
Because that's what he said.
I know,
Chem lab.
but I'm questioning him. To the chem
Because
lab.
we have to check out the Monokuma bottles. No, we're going to the crime scene first.
Yum. Eat the burrito.
I'm so hungry.
I am too. My dinner's cooking and it smells good.
Mine's not. Sag.
I'm making that casserole again. Oh, I guess I went to the chem lab.
See?
Well, James made it for me.
Gems.
Gems. He's my gem. What are you doing here? Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too?
Hi, slut. What are you doing here?
Just make sure you don't get in my way.
Yeah, I got it.
I think what you meant to say was, yes, Daddy, I understand.
Ted. I wonder what the look Makoto gave him was. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is.
Yum. That's a tasty burrito.
I should probably
Yummy.
take a closer look at it.
My casserole is made with beef, peas and cream of mushroom soup and tater tots on top.
Yum. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it.
It's poopy. It's powdered poopy.
That's diarrhea.
These are footprints?
Sure, Gunter.
And they're only in front of the left shelf.
How did these footprints relate to a scene in the
Are you okay?
How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out a floor plan.
By we, do you mean me?
How kind of you to offer.
With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
He just needs to get laid. Just bend over the desk, Makoto. Well, let's go. Chop chop.
Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this?
Not bad. For you, I mean.
For me?
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
Those footprints must be.
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours?
No!
What?
Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm the size for myself.
Couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quickly did what Byakuya said.
I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints.
Unfortunately,
But with how clear these prints are, I should quite easily be able to determine who they do belong to.
then these prints are really a valuable clue. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from?
Fixing my hair. I'm trying to do it quick.
It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4.
Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this.
Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words,
That's right. It could have only been around the time of the incident.
If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow.
Not the chem class. Ah!
Let's see, what's on the shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. Are they? I see a Chem
Well, that
C9
emote
there.
is a mood.
Yeah, that is a mood. So I guess I can.
I also see a Chem C9 there.
So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit A. Wait. There's one bottle in here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it there in accident? On the shelf is one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals.
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 It's just like
Puzzle!
poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving section C. And this shelf is... looks like a bunch of chemicals that have no idea what they do.
Chemicals. They're reagents. Put simply,
Chemicals.
they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss.
Bro, you're not gonna get your dick sucked if you keep doing this to me.
That's what he said. What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
that's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser. Which, I suppose, suits you well.
Wow. Wow. That's not what I said. Wow.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and the number. So I guess I can consider this to be section B. Won't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about the shelf. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Why? We already did. It's split into 3 sections. A for dietary supplements, B for reagents, C is lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from section A. But what concerns me is that in section A, there's a bottle with labeled from section C.
You good?
Now, what was a bottle of poison doing in section A? There's definitely something going on here.
Nice.
Chem lab shelf.
I guess I'm not done.
What are we missing? We didn't investigate the powder. Like the footprints, I mean. Yep.
No, we did.
There's a bunch of yellow. Good hard look at the powder. Yeah.
Yellow powder.
Broken bottle. Chem C4. Also looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the position, they're in front of the left side shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder had to have
just hit my elbow.
been
Ow.
spilled right around the time of the incident.
Funny bone.
Ah,
That's all I can tell for now.
Nice.
There we go.
see, we didn't investigate the powder.
I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look at the rec room. Back to the room. Back to the room. Back to the room.
Sorry, top number 2. I have to go see top number 1.
Bye, loser.
The only true loser here. No, that's Hero.
Wow.
We can't analyze who's for Prince.
You can't teleport?
I don't remember which room it is. No, you can't. Oh, the rec room's down. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
yes, I can.
we're on the 3rd
I forgot
floor.
the rec room was. I forgot. No, we're on the 4th floor.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said 3rd floor.
No, I said the correct floor.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You can't gaslight me.
I will gaslight you.
You just admitted you were gaslighting me, so...
I didn't, so...
Hey.
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going?
It's going. I told Kyoko what Toko and Hito told me.
I see.
So, along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
Someone's lying. I think they're all lying.
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time.
Okay. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out.
Well, I know, but...
Hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Ted.
Whew.
There's no getting around it.
Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although, there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal.
Then how can you?
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
What?
Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here.
Her shoes?
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep?
Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. Just let me explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. I think Kyoko says she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new. There's 2 bottles missing.
Hey.
So did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay attention and you're sure to find it. They're chess pieces.
Yeah. Correlation. Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome.
Queen and Knight are missing. Interesting. It's not just because you don't trust me, right?
Ted.
No answer!
I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with.
It is like Arya is talking to me. I feel called out. Only to a degree.
Hey.
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
Experiment?
Anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces, too.
Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass.
With that, Kyoko left the room. What was the piece What was the piece we find in the broken bottle? Oh, I forget what the chess piece was.
I forget what it was as well.
Might be a knight or a rook or something. I really,
Next time I have control, I'll look at my truth bullets.
I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken pieces.
Oh,
Truth bullets. It was a knight. The horsey.
where was it?
It was in the top. You missed it again.
Oh, yeah.
Knight.
Just as I finished it.
Sorry, someone going by really fast. Sorry to keep you
So
waiting.
then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work.
So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Compare weights of what?
The pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact.
Why do you want to do that?
That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles.
It's balanced.
In other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else would really affect the weight.
so then,
So now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see?
A normal assumption would be either they'll balance out, or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I missed some here or there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try.
Huh? The broken pieces are heavier. How's that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you.
Nice. And the magazine.
Yep.
Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back on the way by accident? Someone put it back that way on accident?
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. Picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is one of the pages. On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in blood by bloody letters.
Cold, bloody letters.
Both bloody letters I can read.
It said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you've found it.
Kyoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
Dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking.
Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We could use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious.
Ding dong, bing
Ding
bong!
dong, bing bong.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
Ito literally was in costume for previous trial and it wasn't him. True.
You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
See you soon.
It's already time. But the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen.
I love how he says that in front of people.
Yep.
What do we think? Want to just go balls to the wall and do it, or do you want to
No,
stop?
I want to stop.
I am hungry and my throat is dry. So we'll end it here.
Yep.
Cliffhanger of cliffhangers.
Big old cliffhanger. Remember your theories.
Remember your
That's it.
theories. No more
No
clues.
more clues.
Nope. Based on the clues, it's a fairly straightforward case.
Yep.
There are a few things.
Although there's one thing that's sort of set there to fuck you up.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, it's pretty easy to look around.
That's why Monokuma is like, I'm bored of this.
Yep.
So, next stream will be the trial.
Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.